T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
LadyChann! Fight!
Carbon. I'm having technicals with this thing really badly. Yo, hey girl, it's LadyChann, rep none less, and welcome to Come Box with Shan. Oh my God, haven't I just had a time? Sorry guys that were here for the Carlos Takam show, but yeah, just technicalities and just things that, so, you know, try to move things around. So we're just gonna, I can't keep moving things around. You know, so shouts out to, yeah, the team. So we are going to do, as we was going to do, Canelo versus Ryder prediction show in the booties. Right. Let's do the members only roll call, shall we? Let go. Okay. Andrew H in the booties. Modikin Boxing in the Buddhism, Don Juan in the Buddhism, Ben Adams in the Buddhism, Stephen T in the Buddhism, ERF Boxing in the Buddhism, Mark in the Buddhism, Slim Boxing Commentary in the Buddhism, Mark Niggity Nash in the Buddhism, Dub Right Side in the Buddhism, R to the Left in the Buddhism, D Style in the Buddhism, Devil Beats in the Buddhism, Jimmy McClenley in the Buddhism, Ringside Reporter Live in the Buddhism, Queen Lisa Bales in the Buddhism, AJ All Day in the Buddhism, Chalo in the Buddhism, Upload Type El Primero Ya Tu Sabes in the Buddhism, Dr. P in the Buddhism, Ricky Ricardo Mi Hermano in the Buddhism, King Boxing, what up LadyChann in the Buddhism, Pitbull in the Buddhism, Boxing God in the Buddhism, Zara in the Buddhism. Sports Heaven, what up, King? In the Buddhism. Don Wani in the Buddhism. Ahmed in the Buddhism. Hector Garcia, mi esposo número uno, ya tú sabes, in the Buddhism. Zandai in the Buddhism. Donald Banks DB in the Buddhism. Con Shonery in the Buddhism. The Queen Karma Serene in the Buddhism. And our money in the Buddhism. Okay, so I'll do the banner, but I'm introducing, introducing, AJ all day, it's Alex. Ding, 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 ding. What up, though? What up, AJ all day? Let's get this banner up. What up? Oh,
what's
God.
up?
Before I was just then it just called again now to say they could do it. I was like, no, sorry. Can't
not son. We're on this now, son.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, this is not how we rock. You know what I mean? Canelo versus, let me just get this, versus Ryder. Prediction. Let's just chop it up. Did you watch the weigh-in?
I did. John Ryder's in shape, man. He looks like a tank.
Yeah, he looks pretty fit, but
still, that doesn't tell the whole story. So,
yeah.
but some tells me he's come to fight. He's come to fight,
though. Coming to fight, though, yeah.
So
Sure.
Canelo can't look past this guy.
Oh well, I'm going to tell you what he said. Hang on. CHANN. I'm back to CHANN. Kraka, kraka, kraka,
I wonder how much
kraka.
he's making for this fight. Oh, I'm sure it's a good amount of money. So
Who, Canelo? Let me put the link in the chat.
John Ryder. Yeah.
Oh, John Ryder. Oh, yeah, I wonder.
Well, I know Canelo's getting paid for this. I mean, but I wonder how much John Ryder's making. So
Yeah. I was never here. God. Look at these. Look at everybody in the chat. Shouts out to y'all. There we go. Let's go. Ya llegó el primero. Ya, tú sabes. Yes. Haplo is in the building. Okie dokes. So that is the link. Let me just pin it so I don't have people keep asking. Drop the link. If yeah. Let me just pin it. It's there. Hang on. Live chat, chickadee chat, pin message. Okie doke. Let's see what y'all gotta say. We've got some people in the chat. AA, what up, AA? In the beauties. I was never here. Where did I hear that today? I spoke to someone and they said that to me. I was never here.
that's what you say when that's what you say to somebody when the cops are coming and they might be looking for you.
No, who did I? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. But I was having a conversation with someone today on the phone and they was like, I was never here. I'll say, no, that's got to me because this is someone that's spoken to me, but you've come up as something different on here. Let me see, who did I see? Oh, no, it could have been my guys at the studio, and it could have been. Shouts out to y'all anyway, but if it ain't you, it's funny we had that. Oi, Savaloy, Tony.
Oh, Chad, by the way, Jules got a new mic and studio equipment, and he's been testing it out. So, like, he's got, like, the sound effects and voices and stuff like that. So, he took a play from your book.
Has he got the sounds that he does on his thingamajig, on his show, on his relay?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he got a new mic and equipment for his live streams. I mean, if you watch the lives he did last night and the night before, he was testing stuff out, and we all had a good time. It was fun. I kind of wish you were there.
Yeah, I was in bed early. Jill'd be coming on sometimes late. I'd be going to bed now. Shouts out to Ivo in the Uzdana. What up, girl?
Not much.
What's happening?
What up, Ivo?
You know how it is. Another day in paradise. You know, check the reporting. It's gonna rain. It's gonna be piss and rain tomorrow, and then it's gonna be 90 degrees in a couple of days.
Oh yeah, I know. Same. It's just going up, down. I've seen all of you guys' weather. It looks quite warm though. It's getting up there. LadyChann, I've been working on my Philly shell to impress you. Shoulder roll in it. How do you do it again? How do you do the Philly shell? Put it under. Block it like that. Is it the shoulder roll? Or is it like this? How do you do it?
It hasn't done it. It's like you cover your arm with one of your faces while one of your arms is on your stomach, kind of sort of. Yeah.
Like that.
Kind of something like that. Something like that.
You tuck. Yeah. It's a tuck. Okay. Well, you don't need to. I'm not even saying your name, mate. You get my show cancelled. Just realised what your name was. God, why have you not picked these crazy names? Ryder's making 2 million, Ivo.
That's it. That's all he's getting.
There was an article that came out today that showed that Canelo's projected to make, I think, 15 million guaranteed, and Ryder's making 2 million.
Really?
Yeah. Canelo said, it was stated Canelo's taking a pay cut for this fight.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I figured he'd be getting at least in the 30 mil or some shit like that.
Well,
for this.
if the Sun article is anything to go off of, which they tend to be on the money with
most
boxing news, is he says that Ryder's making 2 and Canelo's making 15. So
wow,
we'll see.
I thought he'd be getting more. Okay.
Me too. But shouts out to you, Canelo. There's not going to be that. This is probably one of his least paydays.
Hey, get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker. Payday. You want payday? I know that.
Come.
It's not in the building. It's left the building. That ain't a lot of money for Canelo. So anyway, let's talk about the weigh-in. Canelo, God, it was crazy because they just used that old school hospital scale.
Yeah.
The best kind of scales.
They was just like, fuck it. Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, they was like, fuck it. Canelo, John Ryder, 168 pounds. Whatever.
I think they said Canelo weighed 2 pounds less, right? Like 166.
No, he weighed 167 and a half, they said.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So came in just slightly lighter. But I mean,
yeah, Canelo came in at 167.5.
Got it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Talk to me. What did you think about the face-off? What do you think about how each of them looked?
Well, like I said before, John is coming to fight. He's going to do his best, and I'm looking forward to this fight. It's going to be really competitive, probably for the first half. And right. I think Canelo, I think he's he's been humbled somewhat that he knows he needs to get his mojo back a bit. So he's going to actually look to really put out and show up and perform for his hometown fans out in Mexico. So he's going to do it knowing that, and there's kind of a bit of pressure on him to look good. I think that this fight is going to be really good for as long as it lasts because the both pressure guys come forward guys. Canelo's more. I give Canelo an edge because he's more of an elite counterpuncher, while John he's he's strong. He could crack a bit. And, just knowing that the aesthetic of the fight is going to be really good for as long as it lasts. But anyway, I'm picking Canelo probably mid to late stoppage, maybe round 7 or 9. So.
Yeah. Shouts out to you. Prediction is in the East. All right, Ivo, did you watch it and what's your thoughts?
I saw the weigh-in, not a lot of get the fuck out of here, man. Not a lot of that, I'm very disappointed. But jokes aside, like Ryder's just the UK version of Canelo in terms of appearance. They look damn near the same. If I was Ryder, I would just dye my hair, making myself look like Canelo, so that maybe they can throw off the judges. But jokes aside, Canelo 7th round stoppage is what I got. John Ryder is a pressure fighter, we know that, but Canelo is a good counterpuncher, and a good counterpuncher is always fun. He's good. Like John's gonna walk into something that he's gonna get countered. That's the way I see it.
So by stoppage, Canelo.
Yeah, I'd say by round 7 stoppage, maybe 7-8, but I'm leaning towards 7.
Because John is going to work Canelo to the fact that like Canelo's not going to have a choice but to knock him out because I don't think he's going to stop coming forward, and it's like, okay, this dude might get me, and he might get before anything happens. So like John's going to I think he's really going to press Canelo to make him work. So he's going to have no choice but to just stop him and get him out of there.
Well, Ryder's coming in at like a plus 800 underdog, like really big underdog, and Canelo's like a minus 15 or 18, minus 1800 favor. So it's like it's very much so skewed towards his like people I think everyone's expecting him to win. But I will say this, funny enough, I would say Ryder fights a lot like Benavidez. Funny enough, like they're both pressure come forward guys, and so this will be good practice on the off chance that we do eventually see a Benavidez fight. Ryder pretty much fights like Benavidez, minus the fact that I think Benavidez just has a better gas tank. That's about it, honestly. Like in terms of like what they want to do, it's the same pressure. Like it's the same idea. Walk the way into like pressure the guy, walk straight forward into the guy.
That's actually a good comparison, Ivo, because like this is kind of like a good rehearsal for Benavidez if he was to fight him next.
That's exactly what
like style wise. So yeah,
exactly. So that's why I think it's a good practice round. Like I think this would be a good practice for a Benavidez fight.
For Canelo.
Yeah, for Canelo, yeah, because the idea, like, they're both relatively the same in terms of what they want to do. Both Benavidez and Ryder have a similar, like, processing. Like, they both try to do the same thing. They both try to, like, pressure their guy in, and then they both have a cumulative damage. Like, they both wear someone out over time. It's not one hit quit.
Yeah. Well, I was always going with Canelo anyway. John Ryder does look like AJ said he hasn't come to lay down. Let's hope. But he knows he's gonna lose. He knows he ain't got he just don't have the skill set. He's too. How many fights is John Ryder in? How many fights has he had?
Over 30, I know that, but I'm not sure the exact
Over
number.
30.
I think yeah, close to that. So yeah.
Okie dokes. Yeah. I mean, Danny Jacobs beat him. I don't care what anyone says. Danny Jacobs did beat him. They robbed Danny Jacobs with that fight. So I saw how I wasn't really impressed.
I agree 100%. Daddy should have got the decision.
Yeah, I should have got the decision in that one. But I've definitely got Canelo winning, and I think it's going to be by stoppage. Canelo says he wants to stop him within like 6 rounds, but I think it goes slightly.
I think it'll go past the halfway mark. I think it'll go past the halfway mark.
I think it goes to. I'm going for like around the Billy Joe Saunders round.
Round 8.
Round 8 in the booties.
Now, Chan, I'm confused. Did you
because he's southpaw, like Billy Joe Saunders.
Right. Yeah. So that might make it more awkward, a little more difficult. I mean, but I'm quite questioning, Chan. Did you pick John Ryder to beat Zach Parker when they fought?
I don't think I did any pick.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't think I did. I don't think I did any pick for that. I don't even recall watching that fight at the end of the day. What? Who won?
Oh, John Ryder. He caused the upset. John Ryder. Yeah, I think he went in as the underdog. Everybody was favoring him to lose, but he stopped Zach Parker in 5 rounds. Made him quit in the corner.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think. Did I see that? How long ago was that?
Not too long. Maybe a few months. I think late last year. So yeah, it was relatively recent. I mean, it was noticeable because John took the fight with Demetrius. He pulled out twice. Then John took the fight.
Yeah, I probably did watch it with you. I'm sure I would have, but I don't know. I just don't recall. I don't recall. But I could have. Who knows? Right now, the mind is foggy. Like I don't even know what's coming or going. I'm like, maybe I watched it, maybe I didn't. Like I'm not like one of the most massive John Ryder and so I probably could have skipped it or I could have been out. It depended. It was on DAZN?
No, he crossed the street for that. It was on BT Sport. He went to BT for that fight. John did. I mean, it was noticeable because Demetrius pulled out the Parker fight twice, but then John took it, then won. And I was just saying, like, it was, I'm saying this is something because Demetrius could have done that and beat him, and it probably would have been him fighting Canelo if he would have took the fight.
Yeah, let's not say his name because we've got the one that comes like the back's cool.
So who cares?
Yeah, the back cool. Back cool.
Yeah, I'm surprised a lot of people got Canelo.
Shouts out to Arlette for dropping that $199 on you, girl. Canelo by UD. You think he's going the distance?
Wow.
Yeah.
Stylistically, that's not a fight that's going to go the distance.
No.
Go for pressure fighters, man. Pressure fighters on boxes. They don't go 12 rounds.
Not unless they're tough as nails, like two and Ibuchi back in the day.
Yeah.
That's a rare exception.
Yeah.
I don't see UD.
I don't see it going the distance. It's a stoppage as well, in my opinion. But you never know. We've seen weirder things in the sport of boxing. I'll tell you that, mate. Weirder things. So
to be fair, I thought Canelo was going to knock out Triple G. That didn't happen. So
yeah, exactly.
So did I. I mean, but you know what? It's funny because during, I think it was the fight week, and I just got a hunch that I think this fight might be going the distance again. I just don't think that Canelo was going to stop him. I just got a gut feeling, and that's what happened. I'm not even lying.
I know it was a bit disappointing. That was. Champ Ross is in the booties. 117 to 111. Canelo. Can you not just give us the round? Why do you have to give us the specific numbers? So we have to. Champ Ross doing the most. Okay, so you think that basically Canelo beats him 6 rounds up. So that would be. So you think Canelo leads by 6 rounds?
Well, I mean, Chan, the judges already have him 6 rounds ahead. So
they have him at least 4 on the cards all the time, didn't they?
Yep.
Don't they? I know. Canelo walks into the ring and he's fucking 4 or 5 rounds up.
Please get the fuck out of here, man. It's my night.
Is it so you're saying it's so Champ Ross saying that it's going the distance then? If he's giving a right? Yeah, all right, Ivo. Champ Ross is saying that he's going the distance then, right? AJ?
Yeah. If he gave the outer score, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to go in the distance.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is... And is that UD as well? UD, you got everyone, all the judges across the board saying that. Interesting, Champ Ross. So you're like Arlette, you think there's going to be a... Do you think it's going to look weak if he doesn't stop Ryder? Because he said, right, that he's got many more fights left in the bag that he wants to do. And if he loses to Ryder, he doesn't have no intentions of retiring. But if he loses to John Ryder, he will retire. And he reiterated that twice. We got Lou in the Buddhism.
Yeah. Play that conspiracy song, because I got a conspiracy here, right? Because Canelo said that the fight was a hard fight to make in Mexico, yeah, and I agree. Because whenever you have these fights, first of all, let's start from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Canelo retracting to Mexico now, right? After 10 years, it's because, and somebody mentioned this, he's been humbled, yeah? So now that he has been humbled, like any other great athlete, you retract to your home roots because you want to, I don't know, play possum for whatever reason, yeah? And whenever you have these like major fights in South America, if you don't think the cartel is getting a cut to keep things peaceful, you're sadly mistaken.
Yeah, no, yeah, that is a fact. That cartel is getting a good old cut out of that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And for 15 million in Mexico, all the logistics, like I said in the chat, he's doing this for charity. He's playing the home game for whatever reason, because he has been humbled, because he doesn't have to fight in Mexico. It's just funny that he's trying to fight in Mexico now with Ryder, who's really a nobody. If you want to fight in Mexico, fight with somebody that matters. I don't even know who Ryder is. This is the first time I've heard of this guy.
Oh wow.
So yeah, we know him. He's a
I mean, because it's funny you mentioned that, because like I thought Eddie. I mean, when this fight was announced, I thought it was going to take place in the UK, because I think Eddie actually wanted Canelo to go out there.
They wanted Canelo to come to the UK.
Yeah, and honestly, that would have made a lot of sense if I'm being real with you. I mean, you
Yeah,
fight
that
in
would
the
have
UK
been
to expose yourself and like in front of UK fans beating right around there to whatever else. But yeah, so
that might have been a bigger fight. That might have been a big. I don't know why. It's just the whole thing looks strange. The scale from the 1500s, the music, it just looks forced for whatever reason to me. I don't know. It feels like, listen, after you get Americanized and you get a taste for the finer things, you don't really want to fight in Mexico. You don't really want to fight in Brazil. You don't. You just say you do to you know what I'm saying, like to play the part, but you really don't. You really don't. Like Canelo lives in an excluded freaking ranch in the middle of nowhere with all his servants. Like these people, man. These people are funny.
Lou, where do you live?
I live in Boston. Well, near Boston.
Oh, I thought I was going to say, because I can hear a little American accent there as well. So I was thinking.
No, I had lost my accent a while back, but after my heart attack and all the issues I had, I like the accent started coming back and I do speak 3 languages, so it's kind of hard to sometimes maneuver all 3.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so.
I was trying to figure out if you lived where Fatty lived, if you lived in Portugal.
No. But I do speak Portuguese, so maybe a little bit of the, it's the same language. So.
But where was you born then?
I was born in Brazil.
Oh, so you're Brazilian. Okay, got you. Okay, got you. Okay, yeah. Okay. God, you're confusing, Lou. You're confusing. Brazilian,
No.
Got an American accent.
Yeah. I came over from Brazil when I was 10 years old with my mom, and we resided in Florida for a bit. Then we moved to Boston, and then I learned how to speak Spanish here and all that. So.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not too much of a deviation from Portugal.
No. Yeah, no.
Yeah. So.
But I think Canelo will win any round after round 6. I think it's not gonna take long for him to knock him out. But yeah, this fight is pointless. Like I don't want to pay another. How much is it gonna be this time? Like like $80. I don't see
You
it.
don't have to pay for it. It's free in the UK.
Yeah, yeah, of course. For Americans, it's not.
Thank you very much. For once, we're not getting robbed. Yeah, Ive, I know you had to go, Ive. Yeah, be back. Yeah. Yeah. Don't. It's
I like the
crazy.
undercard though. Undercard is looking pretty good.
It's crazy. Now tell me
Is
about the
it?
undercard because I
Yeah,
don't
tell
even
me
know.
about it because I have no idea. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so we got let's see, let me just pull it up. Give me a second. All right, we got Julio Cesar Martinez making a defense against Ronald Batista for his WBC title. Don't know the Batista guy. Got to do my research still. But then we got Gabriel Galaz Venezuela fighting Stevie Spark. Stevie Spark caused the upset against Montana Love last year.
Oh yeah, God.
And
The Australian.
also Montana Love fought this Venezuela guys well on the Bivol Canelo
Yeah,
undercard,
yeah.
and
didn't
had a tough time with him. Yeah, he got
look that
dropped.
good
Yeah.
against him, mate. Yeah,
Yep.
tell
So
you
now they're
that.
fighting each other. Both of these guys.
Yeah.
Then we got Alexander Vostik,
Yeah.
second fight of his comeback, fighting Ricard Balatniks.
Oh, is it?
Yes. Yep. So
That's at is that at Cruiser?
light heavy.
Light heavy, Bolotniks. Yeah, light heavy, 175. That's who Joshua Boazzi fought.
Yeah, he knocked him out. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to fight Craig Richards, but that fight kept being just scuppered. I'm not sure why. I don't know if Richards something was going on, if he was having medical issues or whatever else. But now Balakis is going to fight Bostic in the second fight of his comeback. So
the undercard is quite decent, to be honest.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, not bad.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
Out to Eddie Hearn. Yes, Eddie. This one's a decent one, and we're getting it for free. I will be going live for it tomorrow as well. So, God, it's going to be, I'm going to cover most of the card because it's quite a decent card. So I think that starts at about 1 a.m. UK, I want to say. Bars.
Maybe midnight.
I
think. I can double check. Hold on. Let me check.
9, 10, 11, 12, 1. No, 1 a.m. I think. Because it's 8 p.m. Eastern. Is it not? Yeah.
I'm pulling it up now. Let me verify. Let me see.
I think it was 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I don't need to save money. I want to put on good fights. So that was a good fight for the zone. So I'm disappointed. But what is the point in signing up for drug testing if when you fail, everyone just goes, "Oh, don't worry about it. Just let him fight." You know? Yeah. So the argument of, well, it's all right with UCAD is totally irrelevant. You've signed drug testing.
What you talking about, mister? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Manny? What you talking about, Dad? What you talking about, Willis?
Oh, God, Eddie.
Yeah, Chad, 12 a.m. 12 a.m.
Midnight
your time, yes.
Oh, well, it starts even earlier. I can't complain. Well, I can complain, but I mean, I can't complain at least. That means the main event probably starts at 3 a.m.
4 a.m.
Oh, is it 4 still?
Yep.
Oh, well, then what's the first fight at midnight? Prelims.
Yep, Ryder. Yeah, the whole card starts at midnight. Then the main event starts at 4 your time.
But who's going to be the first fight? What's the first match?
At
midnight.
Let's see. Yeah, they got a whole list. I got to find the DAZN article. Hold on. Let me see.
Because I mean, because
I'm really not going to be watching those much. I mean, so
yeah, I'm not watching prelims.
Yeah,
I'm just going to go live from. I was just tell me who the rundown is, man. Who the rundown is.
All right,
man.
so all the fights we got. I really don't know these guys, but we got Jesus Larios versus Alejandro Carrillo at featherweight. Yeah, then the second fight is Carlos Rojo versus Fabian Rivera, super welterweight. We got Beck Nurg versus Espinal, super middleweight. Then we got, I'm just gonna list how many fights there are. I'm not gonna read the names. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What time does it get to when it's the decent fights?
Yeah, it doesn't really state that. I'm guessing maybe a couple hours, maybe an hour or two in to the card, maybe. So,
it doesn't, because sometimes they give you the time for each fight.
No, they don't. Yeah, it's not that thorough yet, unfortunately. but we got 6 fights to the main undercard fights.
Oh,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Then Vostik. Oh no, never mind. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so Vostik. Yeah, he's the 7th fighter. Yeah, so
I'm really just trying to gauge what time to go on. Would I go on at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m.? Is what
right.
I'm thinking.
Probably around maybe 1:32ish. I'd say something like that. So.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. Where's everybody? Anybody want to do any? Let me see you guys' predictions in the chat. Y'all are quiet today. I know, but it is Friday, isn't it? I guess is everybody out? Are you lot out? Have you lot outside in the enjoying the sun where some of you lot are because it's still the daytime? Mr. I was never here. That's so funny because I was speaking to someone about that. But go ahead.
But Chad, did you say that Canelo said he was gonna contemplate retirement if he lost? Is that true?
If Jack Ryder beat him, he said, I will. If Jack Ryder beats me, I will retire.
Well, knowing him, he has a rematch clause in place. So
yeah, and Jack, John Ryder. Sorry, John Ryder said, I know, well, there is a rematch, so
I knew it. I told you. I knew it. I told you there was one.
There is. There is. If Canelo loses, there's a rematch.
Yeah, if he loses, he's going to rematch him for sure.
Yeah, if Canelo loses against. Is it? Do you know what? It'd just be mad. That would be
that's upset of the year already. That's the year already. Like
easily. Like, what's the possibility of it happening? Like, either two pressure fighters, but Canelo can turn into a counter puncher as well.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm with you, Chan. It's just skill wise, Ryder's not that as skilled as Canelo, especially like with counter punching on the inside. He can make it difficult. You know, him being a southpaw, he could have moments and some moments of success, but I don't know. I just really don't see a way for him to win, if I'm being honest. I mean, I guess maybe through war of attrition, he could really just drag Canelo into the trenches and just give him a scrappy fight that he doesn't want to have. But other than that, I'm not really sure.
Yeah. Lou, what round did you say that Canelo? You said Canelo.
Any round after the 6th round. I mean, Canelo has that monstrous, like, I don't know, like middleweight, heavyweight power, kind of like. Once he hits you to the body, you're gonna feel it in a way where you're gonna want to puke, quit, spit blood. You're gonna want to do all sorts of stuff. So, I don't know. I don't know anything about Ryder, but I guess the only way for Ryder to win or to want to win is to make it a dogfight. You gotta make it a dogfight because, like you said, you know, and Canelo learned this from Floyd, the greatest of all time. That you gotta move your head, you gotta be a counterpuncher, you gotta learn how to box if you want to get in there with the best of them. So, you know, Canelo can turn into Floyd, an image of Floyd if he wants to, because we saw him learning that, and I don't think that Ryder can deal with that. On top of the power as well, which is interesting because you kind of see Tank only. I don't know about you guys, but I only see Tank dealing in power now, which is strange because he's getting hit quite a lot.
Yeah.
Like, your boy is getting hit, and I'm like, I don't know.
Tank fights his fights, but he only looks to counter. That's pretty much all he does.
Yeah, he's a counter puncher, isn't he? So
he
waits to land a big counter. That's it.
Yeah. I was absolutely. Wasn't he supposed to be sentenced today?
Yeah, about that.
Oh boy.
He got off easy. Let me see. Hold on.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. He won't face jail time. They gave him like 90 days of house arrest, some shit. I don't know, or something like that.
Oh, that's a hard punishment, isn't it?
Okay, got it. Okay, I found the article. Okay, so they said he was sentenced to a suspended prison term and 90 days of home detention so that he could attend programs. He will also have 3 years of supervised probation, and he also has to do 200 hours of community service.
Oh, good. At least good. Because there was a pregnant woman involved, so yeah. So keep your ass out of thingy, because next time you'll be in the jail. Yeah, you will be. Saludos, esposa número uno. What up, though? Esposa número uno. Yeah, what up? Hector Garcia does not like Canelo. He's my Mexican husband that doesn't like Canelo. It's so funny. He's like, no,
I'm more excited for Muay Thai now than boxing. I gotta tell you guys, the Muay Thai world is getting hot.
I don't watch Muay Thai.
Oh man,
I've actually been watching a lot of Glory Kickboxing, to be honest
Muay
with
Thai.
you, too.
Thai channel. This ain't no
Listen,
Muay Thai, dude. No Muay Thai.
listen. One championship is putting on some fights that I gotta tell you. The boxing world has to learn from these, like Muay Thai, UFC, because, bruh, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Boxing is just dying. It's dying. I'm so
It's a bit
upset.
boring. I know.
It's
Even
just
even doing the shows, it's sometimes like it could drag. It could drag because the fights that you want to have to see, you're not seeing.
yeah. You don't see the top. I mean, they have to be willing
Same.
to lose their zero. If you're willing to lose your zero, we're gonna get a couple of back-to-back good fights, because usually you want to have 3 fights, right, to determine who's the best. I fight you, you fight me, someone wins. We fight again, someone wins. Then we fight again, and then we kind of get to solidify the thing. But I don't know. They don't want to do it no more. It's
No,
just
nobody wants
sad.
to lose their O. But we
Yeah.
have got some good run of play fights coming. We've got Haney, Loma. We've got
Haney and Loma's gonna be good. Yeah.
Eubank, and you might not know who these are, Luke. Eubank and Liam
Smith rematch.
Smith
Yep.
rematch. That's a UK domestic dust up. What's going on? We got Joshua Boazzi fighting
Stipend. Like that's what I was gonna call it.
Yeah, what is he doing?
He doesn't want that Bevo smoke, Chan. That's why he left.
Fail. Just a fail all across the board. Joshua Boazzi's so like, if you could put, I might put it like he's the most unachieved. Him, Andrade, he goes in the biggest unachievement list, disappointment. Andrade, Boazzi, Eubank Jr. I'm gonna do a list.
Because I had no idea that Joshua Boazzi was in his early 30s. It's like, bro, you need to fight for a title now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
The time is now, bro. I mean, like, dude, what are you waiting on?
But not early. He's 30, isn't he?
30, 31, around there, I think. I mean, but I didn't know. I thought he was younger, honestly. I didn't know he's that old. I mean, when I found that out, it's like, dude.
30. Yeah, he just turned 30.
I like the time is now, man. You need to take your shot. Like, I mean, how long do you plan to wait? Seriously.
I don't know. It just befuddles me, the route that he's decided to fucking go, to be honest. What other fights have we got? I don't want to. I keep seeing people do. I just be going past their lives because I'd be seeing people still doing some Spence and Crawford. Oh, they said
we got on May 20. We also got Katie Taylor versus Chantel Cameron as well.
Taylor, Cameron. Oh yeah, we've got.
I hope Katie wins that. I'm just gonna state that.
Franchon Cruz
versus Savannah Marshall. Yep.
Savannah Marshall. That's gonna be a good fight. Interesting.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to that one. Then we got May 27th. We got a triple card. Laura Wood, the rematch. Then we got Michael Conlon versus Luis Alberto Lopez for the IBF belt. So we got two featherweight title fights on that same day. So
yeah.
Then Coley versus Bellum Smith as well. That's on that same day.
Coley, cruiserweight. It's gonna be fun. Yeah. I mean, I still haven't cancelled my DAZN thingy. I'm still paying the 20. I mean, I'm not dying.
I did. I kept it. I said, let me just test the waters this year, see what happens. You know what I mean? Then that'll, I just want to. Yeah,
but it's only going to drag you into deep waters next year. You'll be like, oh,
yeah, you're right. I mean, if they raise it again, it's like, all right, y'all getting ridiculous, man. I might have to just pull the plug if they do it again. I mean, because it's just like.
I mean, what you've read out, what's so exciting that I need to pay £20 every month for that? I'm trying to think because I'm paying month. I don't know.
Let me say, like we got the one day we got
so you can rewatch all the fights again. You
with Laura too.
Yeah, you can rewatch them. You don't even want to watch them the first time round.
Well, Clarissa Shields is fighting in June. Go figure.
Yeah, Hannah Gabriel.
A pointless rematch that, in my opinion, we don't need.
What the fuck is going on in boxing, bro? I swear to God.
They're doing remix stuff.
See, this is the problem with these people. I found out Clarissa Shields was first in MMA. Right? I don't know if you guys know, but your girl Clarissa Shields used to be an MMA fighter. She caught a zero, yeah? Caught a loss, sorry. So she caught a one.
Fast?
No, look it up. She caught a loss, and then she went into boxing because boxing is is a lot easier to make money, and then they get lazy once they become superstars. We're doing a rematch with bumps and Instagram and all this. This shit has to stop. I'm kind of frustrated with this shit. Where are the fights, bruh? Where are the fights?
Go ahead, AJ, because I didn't know Clarissa Shields is from boxing, but not MMA.
Oh, no, she had a couple MMA fights. She did.
Look it up, yeah.
Really? Before she boxed?
No. After she boxed. After she turned pro. After she boxed.
Yeah, no, he's saying she's from MMA.
He's being sarcastic. He's joking. Like,
well, no, I'm not completely joking because because before I knew her from boxing, whether or not she started boxing first, the point is, as soon as they catch an O, right, or they catch a loss, I keep saying catching an O, as soon as they catch a loss in MMA, because MMA is more difficult to make money, they start making money in boxing. It's just like Francis Ngannou, right? Francis Ngannou wants to fight. Go ahead.
Clarissa Shields is from boxing from years. He's two-time undisputed.
I understand that. I understand that. It's just
so
like
I'm kind of confused. So are you saying like she did MMA before she boxed? Like really? Are you being serious?
I'm making a parallel because Francis Ngannou is doing the same thing. I was in MMA or I did MMA in a certain timeline, and now because I lost, I'm gonna try to fight Tyson Fury for $15 million. Who wants to see Tyson?
I don't think that fight's gonna happen. So
who wants to see Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou fight in boxing? Nobody.
I don't. I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen anyway. So
it's just I don't know. I don't know these people, man. These people are take me back to the '60s or something because this is crazy.
Go back, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but CHANN, she did have a couple of MMA fights. She lost one, and then that's when she that's when she went into the Savannah Marshall.
It confused me because he said it like she was an MMA fighter before a boxer. So I was like, no, she weren't. Unless I missed it. No. He's like, she came from MMA, then went to boxing. That's what Lou said. Lou, step your game up.
But it doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter. The point is the point is
you got to go with the facts, love. You can't just start making things up.
The point is she chose one over the other because she's making more money in boxing. That's my whole point. Yeah. You make more money in boxing, and then you put these fights that no one wants to watch because you make more money. It's just getting boring at this point. Who wants to watch Canelo fight this Ryder guy? Who is this guy?
Not really. Not really. It's not really exciting. It isn't.
But I like John Ryder. I mean, he's no bitch. He steps up.
Listen.
He's decent. I mean, he is a top-ranked super. He is like a highly rated super middleweight, though. Honestly, like if you go to the rankings, there he is in the top 3 or top 5. So
yeah, he is. But I mean, sorry, I'm just playing on that. I don't know. Is this a fight that everyone? Is this been a voluntary?
Well, technically, John Ryder's is mandatory for the WBO, but
this isn't a voluntary.
I mean, but I don't think the fight was ever ordered. I mean, but technically, he would have to deal with him regardless. So he's just taking it.
He's the mandatory, right?
Yeah,
he is.
He is. He is.
Yeah, but is it a voluntary? Did Canelo?
Well, I mean, John Ryder's is mandatory, but I think he's voluntarily fighting him because the fight was never ordered.
Yeah, it wasn't ordered.
No, yeah,
So that's what makes me think, oh, God, see? You picked him because it's an easy fight.
That's what you think. don't look past this guy. So
yeah, well, he thinks that.
Yeah.
But listen, the percentage of John Ryder beating Canelo,
it's very low.
It's very low.
It's below 10% or something like that. If I had to
it's about 10%.
I mean, but if he does go the distance and doesn't get knocked out, questions do need to be asked now about probably Canelo. I mean, maybe because he does have a lot of wear and tear.
Who, Canelo?
Canelo, yeah. Canelo.
But who else is Canelo going to fight if he is slowing down? I mean, shit.
Benavidez is still out there. I want him to take that fight as well. So
Yeah,
there's Benavidez, and then Benavidez is fighting Morrell as well.
Yeah.
Benavidez is a fucking.
You know what? He should honestly fight the winner. Like Morrell and Benavidez should fight each other and just fight the winner. That's what
Canelo would have to fight the winner of those two. Because
those two should fight. He should fight the winner.
If he didn't, and he said he still wants to be in boxing for a long more time. He still wants to fight for a long time to come. Because Canelo's only 32, right? 33.
32. turning 33 soon.
Super young, super young.
I mean, but he's old. He's been a pro for like since he was like 16. So he's got a lot of miles on the clock. He's
Not
probably
wear
like
and tear.
old 30, 32.
He got that Mexico pro boxing under his belt.
Yeah,
started boxing.
I mean, by the time the man was like 22, he already had like 40 fights.
Or something. Yeah.
Yeah, by the time he was 23, he had like 40 fights when he fought Floyd. Yeah, he already had. Jeez. Yeah,
but Chan also, I wanted to mention Sonny Edwards is fighting as well.
Flyweight.
Yeah, let me see. Eddie signed him.
Shani.
Yeah, June 10th, and that's going to be a good card. I like that card a lot. We got Shanika Johnson, Ellie Scottney. She's been put back on that card for her fight.
Okie dokes.
Then we got Shannon Courtney, Nina Hughes, Johnny Fisher's on the card as well. And yeah, I like that card. I like Sonny. He's a good boxer. I like Sonny.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Is it me? I'm just like,
debut.
I'm just like, kind of like, boxing. It's kind of like a minute.
Yeah, I know. I see what you mean. I know.
It's just so boring now.
Yeah, some of the sparkles come off.
At least they're not charging you guys for this out there. So
I don't even know. Say that.
And here's another thing. Yeah, they don't allow showboating like a lot, right? Like somebody tries to showboat in the ring. Well, if somebody tries to showboat in the ring, the fucking referee's like, no.
Don't
no
do that.
Yelling, no talking, no backflips, bro.
At the same time, do fans want to be entertained, man? You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ.
It's gone boring.
Hate it.
It's like, you can't do anything. It's like, God.
Yeah, they're taking all the fun out of like, yeah.
I mean, it's funny, like Pernell Whitaker or Roy Jones, they were like the biggest showmen in the ring, bro. It's like they would just get away with just all this crazy. They were hilarious.
Stuff. Emmanuel Augustus.
Him too.
Strange Styles. Yeah, man, those were the good old days. The damn well good old days. I want to shout out. Oh yeah, I want to shout out to Steve Cunningham. I want to send my condolences to him. He lost his mum last week, so
condolences.
yeah. So
R.I.P.
Send condolences and
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to your mother, Steve. But yeah, so he will be back on the show at some point as well on the Come Watch. It's quite boring. It's quite draggy. Look how bored we are. We're like.
Yeah. Did you guys see that the official was like, "Oh, Ryder, you can be sure that this is gonna be a fair fight. All the judges are impartial or whatever."
No, it's not.
Did you see that? That was so funny to watch.
No, it's not. No, it isn't.
What happened?
They were trying to tell Ryder like, "Oh, the referees will be fair. This is gonna be a fair fight and all that."
The referees are gonna be. God, they lied.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Yeah. One of the.
Everybody's gonna be on Canelo's side. Like, if let's just say, God forbid, Ryder has actually dropped Canelo, they won't count it. Watch him wave it off. Like, they won't even count to let him get up. Like,
did you even see the weigh-in where when they was like Canelo, and then it's the mariachi band, and then there's some guy just singing for us, so trying to make it into concert. Did you just see it? And then on my phone it said Canelo on Instagram. Canelo's gone live, so I thought let me click on it, and it's they're showing like from the side, from the wings. And then I just clicked out. I was just like,
yeah. It just I just missed I missed the Floyd Mayweather thing, the Las Vegas fucking, I missed the yeah, I don't know.
I think
Payday.
The arena sold out though. The Akron Arena, wherever this is at, I think it's capacity like over 48,000. It sold out. So
is it 48,000?
Over 48,000. Yep, in the arena.
Damn, that's a lot.
That's a big ass stadium too, like a soccer stadium.
Jeez, yeah.
Yeah,
well,
it's a soccer stadium. Yeah.
Yeah, it's his hometown. You'd expect him. He'd have to, fill that out. Did you see that Conor Ben's over there? I watched a bit of
he
it.
went? Oh, he's there?
Yeah, I watched a bit of his interview with Radio Raheem and Seconds Out.
Oh,
and
was he apologizing?
Well, he was crying, you know.
Oh, God.
Okay. He was like, because he felt he got really emotional, and then he got like, and then he was emotional about talking about like basically Eddie Hearn was like really stuck by him, and he just really appreciated it. But he was saying that he was gonna sell all his stuff, and like him and his wife and his girlfriend and his kids was just gonna move to Australia. But he said when he went to the AJ Franklin fight, he said, and you know, he got some love from the people and stuff, and it made him just say, "Come on, let's just get back on the horse." He said he done some things wrong, but he didn't cheat on purpose or nothing, but how he handled things was wrong.
Yeah.
The way that he's so vehemently denied it and like literally crying, you've got to be like, he didn't do this on purpose. Did he not?
Yeah, I mean, because it's like, I mean, it's kind of like when, you know, if somebody's caught up in a bad situation and like if you behave negatively to it, it's like that's kind of a bad idea. This the main thing is like accept what happened, but accept it with grace and humility. You know, don't don't be a dick or an asshole like you were. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's funny. That was the thing. He's acting up like an idiot.
But now you're feeling the heat. Now you're feeling the heat, and probably realizing it probably sunk in that, oh my God, I might never box again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he said he wants to go home. He wants to come back home to fight now.
Good luck with
that.
that.
Because he was like, they can do one. They can do one. The British Boxing Board of Control, they can do one. And now he's realised that, yeah, like you said, oh, actually, I do want to go back because his options are limited anywhere else. Like, you're not big enough star to just be having some Las Vegas fights and stuff, you know what I mean? And you ain't fighting anyone of note. But
you're calling out Tank, that shit ain't happening. So
did he call? Oh, did it? Who called out Tank?
Connor earlier this week, like one of his videos. Yeah, about like we'll knock him out, all this kind of stuff. It's like, bro, you're not going to get anywhere with that. Stop. You know what I mean?
Tank is a 140 pounder. 135, 140. What?
Exactly. So it's like, well, you going to move down to fight him? I mean, if that's the case, it's like, bro, you can't fight, and he's not going to fight you anyway. You know what I mean?
That's how out the loop I've really chosen to really just been. I didn't even know all of this shit. Connor. You stupid idiot. Yeah. What are you calling out Tank Davis for? Oh, I give up with these people, mate. Good morning, good morning. Oh, it's Palo in the boots. New Zealand brother. What's up, Palo?
What up?
Does Palo like boxing?
Yeah, he's a fighter, so he should.
Oh, are you a boxer, Palo?
He's a martial artist. I'll say that.
Oh, he's a martial artist. If you want to come on and give a prediction, the link is pinned to the chat, Palo. You can come through like my way and woo for Zhao. If you got any stuff to say, you and Fatty say in the Bill Dizzle. It's the Bill Dizzin.
Yeah, Fatty says that completely incorrectly.
Yeah, it's in the building. Bill Dizzin.
He doesn't pronounce the Z.
Yeah, okay. Fatty pronounces it in the Bill Dizzle as well. That's the truth. Where are you, Truth? What up, girl? My British wifey from your Be More King is in the Bill Dizzle. That is right. You're a muck. What is it? I'm a nuck. Well, tell me what that says, Lou.
Nak Muay. It's probably some variation of Muay Thai or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Muay is short for Muay Thai, so yeah, so right,
yeah. Yeah, I don't know it.
The Muay Thai world is a wild world, man. Woo! We're getting some amazing fights.
For Lou, I mean, Palo, Have you got a prediction of? Hang on. Will Palo know? Palo, you know Canelo, innit? You should do.
Yeah, he should. I'm pretty
Right,
sure he does.
maybe. Yeah, I just wanted to see what his prediction. Oh, yeah, it's morning where you are, innit? Yes, the morning. What? Because he's where their Jeddy is, AJ.
Oh, in
He's
Australia?
so yeah, so he's New Zealand.
Oh, got
So
you.
yeah, so it's the morning. It's tomorrow morning. It's what day is it there, Palo? Saturday already. Saturday morning there, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. Is it Saturday morning? Yeah, Saturday morning. Saturday afternoon. Just coming into the afternoon, I think, like 11 something. Yeah, that always spins me. That always spins my mind. But yeah, anybody want to say anything else? Because I mean, like, it's not really much to predict.
Yeah. It's like
I want to see. Yeah, I want to see someone pick Ryder. Go ahead.
I don't know. It's just you can see what's gonna. If Ryder, let's just say this: if Ryder knocks him out, it's gonna be the biggest upset this year. That's a fact, right? And in a way, I'm kind of hoping for that at this point because I need some excitement so that I don't have to go use drugs. Like I need a hit of something different. Like give me
Upsets
something
are good.
different.
Upsets are good though. They are.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
I'm saying in boxing, like when everything goes routine, it gets boring. You know.
Yeah,
Of course.
you're right. It does.
Ryder's got something in the bag.
Ryder's got something in the bag. By the way, my spidey senses is telling me Ryder's got something in the bag.
Oh, so are you picking him?
He was looking super serious at the weigh-in. I'll give you that. He was.
Yeah, but this is what these fighters do. They can trick you at weigh-ins, and then you see him in the ring, and then you're putting 100 on Ryder, Paul. I'm putting 100 sheep. Oh, on Ryder. I'm gonna start a farm. Yeah, he's not going to win, Paul. He's not going to win. I think Kenny Ken's rooting for him because Ryder is where the part of London where Kenny Ken's from. But he said Canelo's for the win. But it would be good if Ryder won. Yeah, I just don't see it. But being a southpaw, would that pose any problems for Canelo? Really? I don't think he cares. Look what he did with Billy Joe Saunders.
I say it could. It could if Ryder had more skill, but since he doesn't, it shouldn't pose too much of a problem. I think Canelo will probably get his rhythm down, maybe in a few rounds, and maybe so.
Walk him.
Yeah, I mean, like with Billy Joe, he was a shot, but he was a lot more skilled than Ryder, so it was a lot more difficult. Because honestly, it's a shame he got caught because Billy was really coming on in the middle rounds of that fight, if I'm being honest. But then it's just Canelo caught him with that shot and broke his eye. So.
Oh, it's fucking good. I saw Billy Joe Saunders on an interview the other day. He's lost all the weight again, for the most part. Yeah.
Damn, it's been 2 years since he had a fight on.
Yeah, but the last time I saw him, remember he'd blown up again. He was massive.
Yeah, he got fat. I thought he was gonna start a heavyweight or make his heavyweight debut.
Yeah, well, he's gone, but he's lost all the weight. He said he don't mind fighting a Chris Eubank Jr. again and all of that. But I don't know, but he was. I think this is when he was talking some shit about Eddie Hearn. But I was quite shocked that he'd lost the weight again. So it looks like he's trying to. I don't know. You can never take Billy Joe Saunders serious though, because he says a lot of things with dark humor, and then I'm coming back, blows up in between fights religiously. Anyway, that's just what he does. You know what I mean? So up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah. Well, Palo, I want you to stand on your square and say you think Ryder beats Canelo. You be the only one so far. Maybe when I go live tomorrow for the actual fight, people will come through and be picking a John Ryder. We were supposed to have Carlos Takam. So I was supposed to really have this prediction show. I was supposed to have call-ins and stuff like that. But then Takam, it was, oh God. It's Team Takam. And then he basically, he hit me, the team hit me like, you got to do Takam tomorrow? I was like, yeah, which is today. Then I spoke to Takam. He's like, yeah, I'm going to be on 2 p.m. Pacific. All right. Get waiting here before I go live. Can't find Takam. phoning him, not picking up. Team Takam not picking up. Then I'm like, all right, I'll just have to just do something on the fly with do the Canelo prediction thing. And then Takam hits me and goes, "Oh, I'm back." Like, where I'm like, "Oh, okay then." And then I put the thumbnails all back up. He's like, "Send me the new link." Send the new link. Disappears.
Yeah, I saw that change. I
You
was like,
see it,
oh,
Lou?
okay. Yeah, I saw it. It happens a
No,
lot.
then he hit me and down and said, "I'm ready." I'm like, "The link doesn't work." I'm like, "I only said no, I've moved on."
It doesn't work because the corporation has moved on with new talent. You are late, my friend.
On. Yeah, we've moved on. We had to. Like, oh God, man. You have to. Yeah, you can't do that back and forth. So I just sort of thought, I'm sitting in front of the laptop, so I just thought, let me just do a quick live with y'all real quick. Get a
What do you
chop
guys
up.
think about Anthony Joshua's fight recently with Franklin?
Oh,
Not what I expected.
Yeah, I was disappointed that we didn't get the knockout.
But all the same, he won most of the rounds, so it's not like
He
I
won.
too much
Yeah, it was a yeah. He won more or less. I had it about what was it 9-3?
Yeah, the same. I did the same. So.
Yeah, about that, wasn't it? About 9-3. Yeah. Well, did you watch it, Lou? I don't. I just wanted it to knock him out. I don't know if we're gonna get
the
big
fight
bad
against the fight against the Russian dude or whatever the dude's name is, yeah.
Bivol.
That fight broke him. Like that fight broke Anthony Joshua.
Oh, sorry, Usyk. Like, talk about Usyk.
Usyk, yes. Yeah. That fight broke Anthony Joshua. Like he was crying. I feel sad for my guy. You know, I really like Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, I do as well. We do. Yeah, he was. Yeah, that I was going to say. Oh, yeah, he did cry. Was that the first
he was
fight?
Crying and all that.
Yeah,
it was after the rematch, the second fight.
Was it the second fight? No, it's the first fight.
Not after the second fight, he broke down the Saudi. That was the rematch. That was the second fight. First fight he took it on the chin. The first fight, but the second fight, that's when he lost it. After the second fight, he lost again.
He cried.
Yeah.
Yeah. I felt bad for him as well. I was like, oh damn, gosh.
Yeah,
it meant a lot to him. But what did you think of the fight, Lou, with Franklin?
I found it. You know, Joshua did very well, but it was interesting to see him kind of in a way struggle against Franklin, right? Because you don't expect Anthony Joshua to. It's hard to see Anthony. Like,
I never saw no struggling against Franklin. I didn't see him struggle.
It wasn't a struggle.
Tentative.
It wasn't a struggle per se, but it wasn't what I expected. I was expecting Anthony to walk through him, yeah, but he didn't walk through him. I don't know, and I'm thinking if you're not walking through this guy. You're not walking through Tyson. You're not walking through Wilder. You're not walking through.
But we don't know what Wilder's like. We haven't seen Wilder's improvements at all. He went with Elanius.
That's an interesting point. Wilder is not improving at all. Wilder is like a diabetic dude trying to. No, it's not working, Wilder. You are not a boxer. Just
Yeah, I don't know if what type of Wilder we'll even get. Because, I mean, you couldn't gauge it from, all right, he got beat all those other times and beat badly. And then with Fury, I mean, with Robert Elanius, it was just like, what?
Well, the fight, that fight went around. Like, not even, like, Yeah,
it was like 2 minutes. If that, 90 seconds.
Wilder.
We can't see nothing from that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we can't see nothing from that at all. So, I don't know. But, I mean, AJ won most of the rounds, like I said, but I thought he was gonna, knock him out.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna walk through him, like no cap.
Yeah,
but he didn't.
You like underdogs. He said Canelo is an obvious pick, but I like underdogs, so I'm leaning towards Ryder.
That's one.
Oh my God, you're the first one. Shouts out to you for going with John Ryder. God. He is not Victor Terrones.
Oh boy.
He is not a runner. 5th round KO. Thanks for your prediction. Ya tú sabes. Lomachenko's my boy, though. Yeah, that's going to be a good fight to see with Devin Haney. I'm looking forward to that one. Really
Yeah,
am.
if Devin Haney thinks that he can walk through Lomachenko, let me tell you something. If we get a healthy, because Loma was in a war, yeah. So I don't know what he went through when he was out there fighting for his country, and that can do something to you. But if we get a healthy Lomachenko, it's gonna be bad, I think, for Devin, because I think Devin is overlooking him. I really do, because of the age, because of the the losses, because of whatever. He's just overlooking him, and it's gonna be a bad day, I think, because. But Loma needs to start a lot faster, because Loma just starts very slow.
You don't think Devin Haney beats Lomachenko?
He does, but I think Devin is overlooking Loma. I think Devin is overlooking Loma. I think I'm a conspiracy theory person, yeah. So I think Devin is doing the same thing everyone else is doing. Let's pick the easiest fighter to beat, that I believe is the easiest fighter to beat, so I don't take a loss. And I think he's overlooking Loma, and I think that's going to be a problem.
Muy interesante.
Because, in my opinion, Loma should be hungry to prove a point. In my opinion.
He is. I think he is. He's not saying much. He's in the lab, bro. He's working.
Yeah, and he's 30. Loma is what, 35?
35, yeah.
You're 35 years old. You don't have that many fights left. You should be out here to make a point. Make a statement.
Oh, he will. He will. I think he will. Trust me.
And then it would be great to see the turn of events and have Loma beat Devin and have Loma beat Shakur. Not going to happen, right? But that would be amazing.
If he beats Devin, he fights Shakur next, I don't think he's going to beat Shakur.
He ain't beating Devin Haney, guys.
Okay. Devin Haney, listen, I haven't seen Devin Haney gain any power at all. Devin Haney, go ahead.
No, you go. Keep talking, because I just want to find something. Keep talking.
No, I was saying I haven't seen, and I don't know if you guys have, but I haven't seen Devin Haney gain any power on the bag at all. When he hits that bag.
Yeah, but you don't need to have power to beat someone on that, someone like Loma that's smaller than you. But hold up.
I'm just saying, because we make the comparison. A lot of people compare Devin to Floyd a little bit. But Floyd, when he was Devin's age, Floyd had power like a motherfucker.
Oh, he was a monster, man.
Pretty Boy Floyd back in the day, there's one thing that I know about Pretty Boy Floyd is there's a reason why he broke his hands a lot. Because he was throwing those haymakers. Oh, man.
But yeah, but Devin's going to struggle, though, win or lose. He's going to struggle with that fight.
I think so, too. We need to get a faster Lomachenko. Like, he needs to start faster. Because he's a slow starter.
Don't take like 2 or 3, 4 rounds to download, 5 rounds to download data, bro. It's like, you got to get started early. I understand by the third round, you should have everything hopefully figured out. And by 4 you get started.
Yeah, no. By the 4th round, we should be seeing fireworks, because if you take up until the 7th round to do something, you might have lost every single round.
Exactly. And that's the mistake he made with Tio. But then again, he was injured, and I think he was wary of Tio's power as well. But this time, it's not the case. So
Tio needs to change trainers. He needs to drop his dad.
Tio needs to do a lot of things.
Yeah. Right. No, I agree. But I think the first thing is drop your dad, because we were talking about this the other day, right? Like the father-son relationship thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And on top of that, Loma's dad had him dance, right? Like before he started boxing.
Oh, yeah, I know. You had the dance classes. Yep.
Remember
gymnastics
that?
Too. All that shit. Doing a bunch of crazy shit before he had him.
Yeah. I'm not a person that agrees with that. Like, I don't agree with that, because not all skills are transferable in the first place.
Yeah.
When it comes to different sports, and then in my opinion, it's kind of like who's the dude that fought Tank and got knocked out by a check hook? The Spanish kid. Who was that kid? What was his name again? The kid that talks a lot.
Let's see. He's done that several times to a lot of people. I'm just trying to figure.
Yeah, no, the most recent one. God, what was his name?
Hector Garcia?
No.
You're not talking about Rolly, are you?
Rolly. Rolly
Rolly,
used to be. I think Rolly used to be Taekwondo.
Fighter.
Yeah, a Taekwondo fighter.
He was
I
judo,
think judo. Right. And then you come into boxing years later, bro. It's not gonna transfer, and you're gonna just talk shit, and you're gonna get knocked out. So when it comes to these fathers and these boxers, a lot of times they just, they make the dumbest decisions ever.
Okay, like Lou, I got a counter to that right quick. You made a good point
yeah.
by saying like how Loma's dad had him do all this stuff.
Sure.
Now, in defense of that, I think it served him well, but then again, everybody is different. So while you may do that for Loma and it work for him, you can do that, but it won't work for everybody, pretty much, because everybody is different. But for Loma, it seems to have great success because honestly, I mean, look at his amateur record for God's sakes. You know what I mean? The man has lost, like he's had nearly 400 fights, lost one fight, and in the pros, and I mean, and what he's accomplished in the pros, man. Like if he wins this fight, he's getting his ticket to the Hall of Fame is insured. I mean, if he becomes undisputed in a couple weeks and beats Devin. So you can't deny like what his dad did for him has helped him, but like if his dad was to do that with a lot of other guys, it might not work. But I think Loma was just one of he was just an exception.
Yeah, no, yeah, I can agree with you there. I just think that now Loma, unfortunately, because of all the and I understand with the Eastern European fighters, you get them a little later, right? But too many amateur fights, you dance a little bit before you start boxing. Now you're 35 years old and you're running against the clock. You see what I'm saying? And then you're not Floyd Mayweather. You don't have those genetics. It's just tough. Because Floyd could have been kicking ass to this day, right? Wilder said.
My man, Lou, sorry to interrupt, Lou. Chan, I got to jump off real quick. I got a phone call I got to take. So
go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead.
For sure, my bad.
So this is Lou. Sorry, this is Devin Haney having a.
I kind of watched this, but I kind of did.
I did you?
5'6" or something like that.
You're how tall?
5'9".
Yeah. Oh shit, he's tiny.
Yeah, so I'm big for the weight. Like,
yeah.
But
what about the reach? What's the difference?
My reach is like 6 inches longer.
Oh shit.
He's 66. His reach is 6'6". I'm 71. So yeah.
How much should I bet on you?
Well,
yeah, dude. I'm betting on you. I'm betting on you. I'm 100%. I'm not trying to pressure, but there's a lot of pressure.
Nah, but I'm a Muslim, so I can't condone like betting. Like,
shit!
So
I'm gonna bet.
Yeah. So I mean, you're grown, so you can do whatever you want.
How much you betting on him?
I bet 10K on Ryan. I lost 10K. I'm betting 10K on you.
Shit, don't bet on me then.
No, I'm betting on you. No. What?
Do you win your bets?
Well, I lost the one on Ryan.
What before that?
Sometimes.
You're gonna win this one.
No, dude, you're 29-0.
What's your betting ratio?
Oh, that's betting is betting. What do you mean? It's like it's good, it's bad.
Are you up or are you down?
Overall,
yeah, you're down. Most people are. Most people.
I gotta get off that. No, he just said it. He's just gonna beat him, Lou. He's Loma's too. He just gave the stats there. Lomachenko's 5'6", and that's a lie. And that's a lie. You know, Loma's shorter than you, Lou. That's a lie.
Let me Google this shit. Height.
They're gonna put it as he's about 5'5", 5'6". They lie.
5'7".
All the fighters on the box rec got their little lying box rec, their little stage height. I mean, Devin Haney said he's 5'9". He has a 71 inch reach.
That's a long reach. Pause. That's a long reach.
That's why he's got such a great jab. Versus Lomachenko's 66 inch reach. You know.
But do you think he's overlooking him though? Do you think that he believes? No, you don't think so?
I don't think he's overlooking him. I just think he's confident that he beats him. I don't think because he said that Lomachenko is a very good fighter. Of course, super established angles. You got to watch out for those angles. So I don't think Devin's overlooking him. I just think Devin is. AJ, I just played the stats of Devin Haney in a recent interview, and he was just talking about his fight coming up with Lomachenko, and he was like, Lomachenko's 5'6". That's a lie. He's shorter than that. He's 5'6". I'm 5'9". My reach is 71 inches. His is 66.
So
Lomachenko don't beat Devin Haney.
I mean, but Chan. So is Nakatani
does he
and
beat
Jermaine
him?
Ortiz. They were taller and had longer reaches than Loma.
Yeah, but Jermaine Ortiz isn't a Devin Haney. Defensively sound, elusive.
No, I mean, but I reckon Ortiz will give Devin a tough fight. Honestly,
What do you think? How do you think he wins? You think he outpoints Devin Haney?
The same way Joshua lost to the Mexican dude. What was his name again? The fat boy. The same way.
No, it's not the same. He wasn't. Lomachenko ain't knocking out no Devin Haney.
Okay, two things could happen. All right, so
you know what? He knocked out George. I mean, he knocked out Richard Comey.
Who did?
And Richard Comey's a tough dude.
Who you said Loma knocked him out, or
Comey?
No, Loma decisioned him. He took it. That went the distance. Loma could have stopped him. I believe he fully could have, but he took his foot off the gas. He dropped him. He dropped him and could have stopped him, but he took his foot off the gas and went the distance.
That's the thing that makes me think, because Richard Comey is a big, tough, African, solid dude. So for him to get dropped by Lomachenko, that was quite strange. So what do you think? So you guys think that Devin Haney gets outpointed by Lomachenko? Then is that what you lot think?
Well, it could happen. It could be close. But I honestly see that. Just if Loma sets an intense pace, I think Devin's going to fold late, and he could get stopped. That's what I think.
Nah,
it's just the pace, Loma. Just the pace. I mean, like the intense pace, man. I mean, it's like I've never seen Devin fight that kind, because Devin's going to want to slow the fight down, and Loma's not going to let him do that. He just won't. I mean, eventually he's really going to take it to him and just start picking his shots, pivoting, shifting. And the way Devin's going to have to deal with that is just anticipate his pivots and shifts.
Lomachenko's done.
We'll see.
Loma's gonna start dancing in there.
You don't think Devin's gonna struggle at all? You don't think he's gonna struggle at all?
I think I don't think Devin's gonna.
You don't think he's gonna struggle at all? Like not at all? Or are you saying the fight's gonna be easy? Or do you think that?
I think it's not gonna be close like how Tio and his scorecard was. Nah, I think Devin Haney's just going to outpoint him. I'm gonna just say this loosely. I think Devin Haney is going to outpoint him about 8 rounds to 4.
Okay.
It's just because I know the style. We know how Haney fights. We know how he fights. And yes, he does have a slower down pace, but we saw him with the George Kambosos too. He's got tools in his arsenal. And me watching this interview earlier today, I have to finish all of it. It was quite comforting to hear how, what his backstory again, and and how his dimensions are. I know Lomachenko's fought, but Devin Haney is just too solid of a fighter at this stage. Lomachenko 35. Lomachenko, you're going to say Jermaine Ortiz is not a Devin Haney. He's not. There's not. Devin Haney's slick, mate. If he wants to be slick, he can be slick. You don't need the power to beat Lomachenko. Lomachenko's tiny. It's not going to have it. Someone that's tiny against someone that's got arguably, and you can't tell me, Devin Haney's got one of the best jabs in boxing. Doesn't matter what weight class. His jab is solid. Not saying it's a power jab, meaning like he's got a good established jab. Nah, he doesn't.
Is it enough to keep Loma off him? That's the thing.
Loma ain't even going to be. I'm not saying that Loma's not going to be able to tap him a couple of times, but it's not going to be. I feel for me, Loma's on the slide.
Okay.
In my opinion, and Devin's on the come up. He didn't even want to give what he walked around at.
Is that based on the? Chad, let me ask you this: is that based on the Ortiz fight? Did you watch that fight yet?
Huh?
Is that based on the Ortiz fight? Did you watch Loma's fight with Ortiz yet?
No, I didn't watch. No, I'm still so supposed to watch that.
Watch that fight.
When I get off the phone, because you sent me another fight. I swear, let me get off the phone.
I will send it to you. I will send you another copy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and watch it. But
please
it's not
watch that fight.
It's not going to change my opinion, though. But
okay.
I know it's. You know why? But I want to watch it because it's just not. Devin Haney didn't even want to say what he walks around at. He said as we all know, he's finding it really hard to make 135. He's like, I am big for the weight. Listen, when that guy rehydrates, right? When Devin Haney rehydrates to about 150 pounds versus Lomachenko's fucking...
Yeah, I was going to say 145.
138. You guys are tweaking.
Hey,
yeah.
Okay.
Spot on, Chan. Spot on. Yeah. These guys are tweaking. If they think that you lot are wild. You lot are wild.
Chan, we've seen Stranger Things before. We have.
We have. And I don't rule it out, but if I have to put a percentage, for me, all right, it's 60. No. Yeah, 65-35.
In Devin's favor?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how confident I am. Yeah, I know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Kind of want to bet you now, honestly.
I think it's more like 50-50, but...
Nah. It's not. Lama's not. 3 years ago, it would have been 50. It would have been a Lama. I would have been saying this the reverse. I would have been saying Lomachenko beats Devin Haney. 3 years ago, 4 years ago, for sure. When they was initially supposed to fight 3 years ago, I was like, well, I've got Lomachenko on this one. I like Lomachenko. I like his fight style. But I'm just keeping it a buck, guys. I know what AJ's saying. Just because someone's bigger doesn't mean that they beat you. But when you're bigger, but you've got to do skill set for skill set and then the physicalities with it. He's a big, great fight. He's a good fighter.
Not denying that. I'm not saying he isn't good.
He's one of the most defensively sound kids in the sport. Him and Shakur. Lomachenko's not that dude like that to be able to, and at 5'9" and Lomachenko being like 5'4".
So is Loma. Let me ask you this: how often does Loma get hit clean in fights? Chan, wait. Hold on. Lulu, let me ask Chan this.
It's getting smaller and smaller, Lou.
But Chan, let me ask you: how often does Loma get hit clean in a lot of fights? Not very often, does he?
I saw him starting to get touched. Comey tapped him up a few times.
Oh, he shut Comey out, man.
Yeah, no. But Comey did tap him up a few times. But then Comey started to do. He's not fundamentally the soundest guy at all.
But Devin gets hit too.
Devin gets hit, yeah. Devin. Well, if he chooses to be in the pocket when he fought George Kambosos, he didn't really get hit.
No. Yeah, he shut out George. I mean, I'm talking the fights with Jorge and JoJo.
It's only when he fought Linares he got hit.
And JoJo got in his grill as well, so he touched him up.
Because this is when, and this is why he was saying where he went wrong. He wanted to entertain us, so he went against his ethos and started to do. In those two fights, he fought in the pocket. Devin doesn't. He's not an in the pocket fighter. Shakur can fight in the pocket and still be elusive. He's more closer to Floyd than Devin Haney.
I agree with that. I mean, and the thing, like, Chan, you just said it. Devin's got no inside game. If Loma gets in there, and just
yeah, if Loma gets in there, but Devin is so good at not letting people get in there. That's like I saw the interview as well, and it just he was just like. Loma's got great angles. He's good at angles. A good fighter. Like he's giving Loma props. He's like he's a good fighter, man. He's just not. He's just not going to beat me. Like I know what to do. Like he's just not going to beat me. I'm 5 foot. He said he's not going to beat me. This guy's going to rehydrate and be elusive, and Lomachenko ain't going to be able to run him down like that. I haven't seen The Matrix. When was the last fight that you saw Lomachenko pull the Matrix angles?
The Ortiz fight. He did it a few times.
I gotta watch it.
That's why I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
He couldn't pull a Matrix with Teofimo Lopez at all. It was non-existent.
Yeah,
there.
That fight was terrible. Jesus Christ.
There was no Matrix moves in the Teofimo Lopez.
There were no moves at all. He just stood there half the time.
Yeah, starts off slow.
He was injured.
Huh? 2020.
I'm saying the Tia fight, he was injured.
Yeah, but we're not giving excuses.
No, it's not an excuse. I'm just saying that's just the family. But yeah, no Matrix. No Matrix. Still no Matrix.
Was it the shoulder? Or what was it? The shoulder?
Shoulder, yeah.
It was a shoulder injury, but you Matrix with your feet.
Say again, Chan. Say again.
It was a shoulder injury, but you Matrix with your feet as well.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You weren't doing that Matrix.
No Matrix. You're right though. No Matrix. No Matrix in that fight.
I mean, it is also with your body, isn't it? Because it's the Matrix, isn't it? It's Neo, isn't it? But you know, and all of that. But I just didn't see it at all on that fight. But I will watch the Ortiz one to see if the Matrix was in the building. Did it return to the building then? Nah? Stop it with the blasphemy at my boy like that. It's not blasphemy, Paolo. It's the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me. I only tell the truth on this show.
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Yeah, you got AA's got him 60-40. Arlett's got him 60-40. Yeah, Sam Rando. You can't wait as well. Well, go on, Sam Rando. Haven't seen you for a little minute, or was you here last week? Haney's going to be about 155 in the ring. Ya tu sabes.
Man, you guys are talking like Devin Haney's like the second coming of Floyd or something. What is going on here?
No, it's just that we know boxing here.
I understand you guys know more boxing than me, but
we're
Jesus
purists
Christ.
here. Analyze. We know it.
Oh God.
Yeah, we know it. Sorry.
Listen, I've been watching Devin Haney hit the bag, hit the heavy bag, and I see the heavy bag having more power than Devin Haney.
He's
That's
never
what I
had
see.
power, and he's still undefeated, and Loma's not undefeated. So how do you work that one out?
Boy. Because
Loma's been beat twice.
Okay.
And he's got power. Devin Haney's got no power and he's undefeated. So how about that?
I'm gonna drop you from your own.
You're just saying. You don't need power to win.
Okay.
You don't. You don't.
Okay.
Paulie Malignaggi was a two division champ. He had zero power. You don't need power to win at all fights. Not every boxer has power. Now, I'm not saying that Devin Haney isn't going to go when he goes to 140. That lack of power may be something that going to fuck with him up there. Because them lads are coming down. Them are even bigger lads.
Yeah, from the 160s and all that.
Yeah, they're coming down literally from like 160s, straight up. Yeah. So there is where he's gonna. That's why he's stuck around at 135 because the lack of power, but with the fundamentals that he has, he can maneuver.
Yeah, he's trying to stick around for as long as his body can take it.
Yeah.
If he wins, do you think he'll stick around for Shakur?
Huh?
Do you think he'll stick around for Shakur if he wins?
I don't know.
I don't think he's trying to.
I think so.
It's too hard for him to. It's so hard for him to make weight. He was expressing it. We all knew it, but he was expressing it on this show, on the podcast that I was just showing. Lou already watched bits of it already. You watched it today.
I had watched bits of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's saying with the help of his nutritionist, it's been better. But he said he remembers the days when he didn't have the nutritionist and he was like literally depleting himself and feeling crap in the ring. Still wonder. But I mean, so he said it's hard for him to be making this weight. So I don't know if he's going to stick around for core bars. I don't know. I think that will maybe Shakur and him at 140. Or even at 147. These lads are all going to be at 147.
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
That's where we're going to see the real fights. So we'll maybe see them, like we say, see them fight 135. Or most of them ducked each other at 135. Then we may see 140, a couple 140 matchups. But then we'll see them all catch up for sure at 147. Devon's 24. Ryan Garcia is.
I think that's where Tank is gonna wait for them. He's just gonna wait there for them. Like, y'all want to come up here? I'm just gonna wait for you guys up here.
Who?
Tank. Because
Tank's going to 147. He can't make 147. He's too short.
Nah. He's having trouble making one. He's having trouble making 135 right now.
No, he said he used to. He said he's happy at. He said I'm a 135 pounder.
Okay. That gut is telling me something else though.
Tank's 5'5". He walks around at probably at 147, 150. But nah, Tank. He's not. He ain't Gredax. He is not. You will never see Tank fighting at 147. Are you mad? He will get mollywopped. Don't worry about that power. He can't make. He's 5'5". Them lads are coming down from. Y'all are crazy. Them lads are coming down from 170. No, there's weight. No. There's weight.
5 pounds of water weight is 5 pounds of water weight is nothing. I'm 5'5", and I used to walk around the fucking 160.
Yeah, but that's not fight shape, Ready.
No, I understand that, but I'm just saying 5 pounds of water weight is nothing.
No.
He's not gonna stay.
Tank fights at 135. Even when he had the one fight at 140, he got his ass right back down to 135 because he didn't like it at 140.
He's rehydrating at 145.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. I saw the scale. You didn't see the scale for the Ryan.
Okay, well, he's rehydrating at 145. Okay, that's within 10 pounds. But 147 pounders are rehydrating and they're walking into the ring at 170.
But you don't think he has the power to take them out of there? No, my God.
Wait. What I missed?
He's trying to say that Tank's gonna fight at 147.
He could.
No, he won't. He could, but he won't. So
he could.
No, he couldn't. How could he, AJ, at 5'5" and fight at 147 when he went up to fight Mario Barrios at 140 and he didn't like it? He went back down.
Well, I'm just saying, like, body weight. Like, if he wanted to put on the pounds, he could. I mean, like, it's not impossible.
Yeah, what would he look like?
I don't know.
5'5", 147, bouncing in the ring.
Yeah, I mean, that's why he's not going to. He won't do it. Though. He's not going to.
Against lads that are 5'9", 5'10", coming down from 172 pounds.
By the way, Chan, you know Mario Barrios said that he put a rehydration clause in there for his fight too.
For Tank.
Yeah, Tank. But when Barrios came out and said that there's a rehydration clause for that fight too. Yeah.
So exactly. So if he had to put a rehydration, a hydrating limit on Mario Barrios, who was he's now at 147. At the time was 140. That shows that Tank can't fight the real big lads. There's weight divisions for a reason.
He's handicapping people. That's what he keeps doing.
Because you can eat to get to a weight.
In my opinion,
you can fight at that weight.
Yeah.
He's handicapping them. He's handicapping
No, Chan, I agree. He can't fight at that weight. I'm not saying you can gain it, but he can't. But him fighting at that weight is out of the question.
Listen,
he could never fight at 147 years.
We'll see when he's 30. We'll see when he's 30. Because listen,
he's about to be.
Chan, let me just say this real quick.
Tell me no, bro, stop. That's like you saying that Lomachenko can't get anywhere. He's reached his limit. Lomachenko will never be past 135. You will never see Lomachenko fight at 140. He's tiny for 135. 135 is his absolute limit.
That's what he said. He said he's undersized. He said he's undersized for 135 several times.
Yeah,
Loma doesn't have the power of Tank. Come on, man. It is not even comparable.
No, listen. We're talking about power doesn't mean that you hi Doc. Power doesn't mean that you transcend weight divisions, Lou. Stop.
Okay. So Canelo is not transcending weight divisions? What is this?
Yeah, but he's naturally in that shape. He's naturally can grow into that. He's naturally that set. Canelo's dense and that set.
I think Canelo walks around at like 190 at least.
Canelo said I walk around at one. Yeah, he said it. That's why he was going to fight. He said I walk around at 190. But still, even for him, weight divisions are for a reason. 175, he lost.
Tank is walking. Tank is walking around at a much larger weight than you guys think.
Walking around doesn't mean shit.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Hang on, guys.
We've got a casual.
Okay.
Lose a casual. He
No,
doesn't.
I got one angle here. I'm not going to take sides. I just have one aspect, right?
Oh, God,
I'm kind of coming in late to the convo, but I got one angle here. You mentioned weight classes, right? They're weight classes, not height classes, and this is the thing we can all get caught in this, right? Like you got to remember, Tank to me, I think Mike Tyson, and I think where my man might be going. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Where I think he might be going is Tank is kind of a Sean Porter style build, right? He's short, right? He's short. He doesn't have the reach, but my man is densely built. I'm not saying he's as big as Porter. I'm saying he has that same kind of build. Don't you think?
No.
You don't think? No. You don't think? Hang on. Short stock. Go ahead.
At middleweight. He fought Usyk in the amateurs. Sean Porter is taller than Tank. He's not the tallest. He's taller than.
No. Same time. No, hang on, Chan. What I mean is not same size. I just mean same body type.
No, they're not the same body type. No.
Really? Okay. Oh no. Go ahead. I'll hear you. I'm willing to hear it out. Go ahead.
Sean Porter's still got some. In comparison, I can't believe people think that Tank could fight as a welterweight and it'd be impressive.
No, okay, hang on. No, I don't know about. I was just talking about my man's. How big is he? How big is he really? Right now, I think he.
Tank's 5'6", right?
Right. I know.
You're saying height doesn't matter, but if you look at weight classes, there's always exceptions to the rules where you get Mike Tyson. But in general, heavyweights are not.
Roberto Duran would be another one.
In general, heavyweights are not 5'10". Like they're just not. Just because there's an exception doesn't mean that's the masses. That's the exception. So Mike Tyson was one of the few exceptions. Even if you look at the category of the division of 175-pounders, go and look at all the 175-pounders. The common height that you'll find them all to be is 6 foot. 6 foot, 6'1". That's a fact. So height and weight are starting to match. I can look at somebody's height and guess what probably division, even if I didn't know the fighter, that they fought in. It's just
fair. Yeah. I just wanted to chime in about those sort of what I call the Sean Porter dense body types where they can be deceiving. You know what I mean? Where it's deceiving because he's short and stocky, but my man he's big. If you get what I mean, you can be big without being tall.
Yeah, no, they're not even. Porter is far more muscular build than Tank.
Okay, to you, he's a dense. You don't think tense. What you're saying is Tank. While being stocky, he's not the. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Tank's more portly. He's like a little dumpling. So the more weight that he puts on, the more that he's going to be more of a dumpling. I've seen what Tank looks like.
Oh, he doesn't have. Okay, I think I get where you're going, Chad. He doesn't have Sean Porter's discipline.
Yeah, he doesn't have that discipline and he hasn't got that muscular cut. Sean Porter's still an athlete. Tank's not an athlete, but he's a great boxer, but he's not an athlete. Sean Porter used to play football. So he's got a different a bit of a different type of build. He's more muscular. Whereas Tank, he's a little dumpling. That's saying...
And hang on, Porter, to your point, Porter has always been supreme. Porter has always been supremely disciplined. In terms of, you know what I mean? Working hard to stay at that 147. And I that's something I didn't take into account. That's a good point.
That's like saying, all right, Lou, do you think that Lomachenko could fight at 140?
Yeah. Yeah, you know why?
Oh, okay, hang on.
You know why?
I'm not going to go all in with Lou. Hang on, Lou. Hang on. When you say...
Hold on. She asked me a question. Let me answer real quick, right?
Okay, fair.
He could fight at 140, but he doesn't have the power to fight at 140. Here's the thing. I'm 5'5", and let me tell you something. 5'5" people be walking around at 165 too.
Depending on the build, yeah, your bone structure, it all matters.
So you're telling me that he couldn't fight at 147 and he doesn't have the power to fight at 147?
Well, no, she's saying. I think he does have a stocky build, but he does not have the kind of build that's going to move up that far without especially lacking the discipline of a Sean Porter. Because that was the comparison I was kind of going for. Two short, stocky guys, right? But they're both big. Do you get me, Chan? They're both big.
Yeah. Lomachenko, that is absolute limit of that fighting at 135. Like you could.
And 140. Hang on, I was going to say this. 140, like against, specific opponents. Maybe. You don't think there's, maybe I don't know. I don't know. I will. You know what, Chan? I'm going to do this live. I'm going to pull up the box rec top 10 140. Let's have a look.
Please.
I'm going to pull it up and have a look. And maybe no, because I could. I could be way off.
Coming down from being about in 170 something. Stop.
Let's see. Ratings. Okay.
Something. The 140 pounders.
And we're gonna 140. We're gonna go for the 140.
They're like 160. They walk
Loma's
around.
Loma's not walking around at 170. Tank is.
Okay.
I guarantee you, Tank walks around fat as fuck.
Hold the phone, guys. Hold the phone. We're just gonna go through the names. I'm just gonna go through the names.
Tank is fat. Tank is fat as fuck. He's walking around at 165.
Hang on, guys. So number 10. Hang on, guys. Number 10 at 140.
Ah, boy.
Number 10 at 140 is
Alberto.
Alberto
Let me go get
Puello.
my food, man. I'm fasting, man. I'm fasting today, so I need to eat. God.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, now Alberto Puello, I don't know.
I'm walking around at 165. I'm walking around at 170 at 5'5". This is what I'm trying to tell you, Chan. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
I know you walk around at 165, but what I'm saying is Lomachenko. Like when you listen, people that don't get how walking around weight and fight ready is. It doesn't matter if he walks around at 165, which Lomachenko doesn't, because Papachenko said he's one of the most disciplined. He always stays walking around within 10 pounds of his fight weight. Yeah, if that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's what you got to know about Lomachenko. He doesn't walk around at no 160 something.
So,
so
Lady Chan, to be fair, I brought up the box rec of the top 10. I got the top 15 if you want to go that far at 140, right? And we're just talking about
Hang on,
do we think?
Hang on one sec. Lou, you said you're lost on that. His Papachenko, his dad, his trainer. If there's a few boxers that walk around that fight at near enough that they're at their walk around weight within like 10 pounds max. Lomachenko's one of them. Alexander Usyk is one of them. And I'll tell you who else is. Amanda Serrano. Yes, she had to fight at 130 pounds. At 130 pounds. Okay, so guess what happened? She had to eat. What she had to do was she was at that 135 just by eating. But when she trained, she lost so much weight because she's naturally the smaller person that when she went into the weigh-in, she was like 5-6 pounds lighter. That would be the same thing with Lomachenko. Lomachenko could probably he walks around he doesn't walk around at 160 because his dad said he doesn't. But say Lomachenko fills himself up. All right, I want to do this fight at 147. According to you, Lou, he can do 147.
I'm not talking about 140. I'm talking about 140.
You'll do 140. And then guess what? Once he goes into training, guess what happens? Because that's a reach for him, all those pounds drop off. So when he gets back to weigh-in, he's weighing in at 135, 134.
That's the difference with Tank. His weight doesn't drop off. He gains weight like a motherfucker because he's naturally fat.
So let's hang on, guys. Let's go through the names. Let's go through the 140 names.
How can he make 147 if he was 144 against Ryan literally at the weigh-in?
Forget 147. Let's just talk 140 because I have doubts about 142 because I'm looking at the names here and I got to be honest. Whether it's Lomachenko or Tank, you know what I mean? I got a lot of doubts. Starting at number 10, Alberto Puello. I know he's a contender. Maybe winnable for both guys. Now, I think they both could beat Steve Spark. That's number 9.
Fight the other day.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Now, guess number 8 is where we start running into problems.
Don't tell me about Super Matisse. No, he doesn't beat him. No.
Who does? Oh, you okay? He doesn't beat Subriel.
Lomachenko doesn't beat Subriel.
No, Tank does. I don't think Tank does either. I don't think Tank does either.
Hitter. He's a big hitter. No,
and then number seven. I think we got another big problem for both guys, especially Tank. Sandor Martin.
Sandor Martin, who fought Teofimo Lopez, came in and he's a big lad. Lomachenko doesn't beat him. I don't know about Tank. I was just going with Loma. You're talking about Lomachenko.
Oh, okay, I was kind of doing both. Sorry, but yeah, I don't think either one of them beats Sandor Martin.
Lomachenko doesn't beat Sandor Martin neither.
Now I'm going to be honest. I don't know this guy here. The Japanese cat at number 6 is Andy Hiraoka.
I don't know.
No one knows that. Okay, so
I think I've seen him fight, but I can't. I can't be. It can't be definite. But I think I've seen him fight once.
LadyChann, go to the link. Let's watch Gervonta Davis go in at 144. Hit the link.
No, I can't do it because it will copyright me. Go ahead.
And we're almost done. So we got now number 5. We're going to run into some more problems. Gary Antoine Russell. Now you could make the argument he's green. You can make the argument he's green for Lomachenko or Tank, but he's a big
I'm just talking about size. Yeah, this is No, Lomachenko doesn't beat him either.
Yeah, neither does Tank. Yeah, and now here's a guy I think both of them have a shot against.
I'm only doing
Lomachenko. I'm not Barboza. Hang on.
You guys are only making my point. You guys are only making my point, by the way.
I'm not doing Tank at 140. I'm doing Lomachenko. He said Tank at 140.
Okay, we'll just stick with Loma. Fair enough. All right, Barboza. Do we think Loma can beat Barboza? That's it. I think that might be competitive.
Arnold Barboza
Jr. Yeah. I think that's competitive.
No,
I'm not impressed by Barboza.
Look at what size is he?
Let's see. Let's pull it up. I'll pull it up. Let's see.
How's the size of him? How does he look?
Barboza is listed at 5'9" and 72-inch reach.
Okay, he doesn't beat Barboza. No.
Too big, you reckon? Too big?
Devin Haney is at 135 with a 71-inch reach. This guy's just got one more inch thingy. No, that's why Devin Haney beats Loma, in my opinion.
Okay, and then to close it out, we got Ramirez. Now I don't believe in Ramirez. I thought he lost to Postal, but fair, that's to me okay. If you bet, regardless, we can all agree he didn't beat Teofimo. That's number 2. And I don't think and Lomachenko ain't beaten Regis Prograis. Can we agree on that?
Of course, he doesn't beat anybody at this 140 in the top. This is what I'm trying to say.
I think I saw 3 or 4 names here. I saw 3 or 4 names, LadyChann, that I think selectively. I get it. That's why I said if he cherry picks, to be blunt.
People's making it like Lomachenko's Jesus. He's already been defeated by 2.
No, we understand Loma's not Jesus. We get it.
He got defeated. He's got 2 L's. Like he got defeated at what?
No. I was only presenting I wasn't even trying to argue that he should campaign.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think he. I'm just saying I think there's select guys at 140. He might have a chance.
Okay, well, I don't think so. At 130, at 130 he lost when he was at a 130 pounder, and he lost. At 135 he's lost, and now you lot want to tell me he goes up to 140 and beats people. Stop.
Well, some of them. Steve Spark. Come on, Steve Spark, LadyChann. Are you really going to believe in Steve Spark that much?
Oh, God. He at least beats people on the top 10. That's a fact. Come on.
No, let's talk about Steve Spark. Does anybody else beside? Am I the only one? I'll be the guy on the island if that's what it is.
I'm with you. I'm with you, G. I'm with you, OG. I'm with you.
What, the Australian?
I'm on your side.
Yeah, the Australian cat. I think he beats Steve Spark. No, LadyChann, that's not a ringing endorsement. That's not a ringing endorsement.
I wish AJ was here. One sec. I wish AJ was here.
I'm here. I haven't left yet.
Beat Montana Love. That ragged him up. The Australian. You think that big Australian lad loses?
Oh, I think Lomachenko's way better than Montana Love. I think he's way better.
Listen,
I didn't say 100%. I said he can win that fight. We're talking. Hang on.
You said Sparks. And does he beat Montana Love? No, he doesn't beat Montana Love either. Stop it.
Whoa, LadyChann is not having it. Okay,
who's more depleted? Someone who's coming down in weight or someone who's going up in weight? I don't understand this.
Crazy.
Lomachenko is already maxed out at 135. He's way above what
he's maxed out because he doesn't have the power or the talent to be at 140.
Guys, I'm not. Look, I said devil's advocate for a reason. I'm with you. I'm just saying. I think there's a few guys if you want to get technical.
140. It's not about Lou's gauging this wrong. I don't know how Lou. It's nothing about because his power doesn't transcend. He is not. He can't. He's not. Yeah, and it is about his power not transcending that.
Of course.
He doesn't beat none of these naturally bigger lads. Just because he's Lomachenko.
But that statement doesn't work for Tank, though. That statement doesn't work for Tank. Tank will go up to 140 and 147 and will pass.
Let LadyChann finish out. Let's finish out the Lomachenko thing and then move on. Yeah.
He's lost twice to people that was already in his weight category. Even when he fought Tio at 135, Tio has always been a massive 135 pounder. And you saw that he didn't beat him.
Walked him down. Yep, walked him down.
Beat him. Yeah, even though you could have still said it was close because Loma started and gave Tio the first 6 rounds. There was no time where Teofimo Lopez looked like he was going to get dropped or in danger.
No, he was the boss.
Teofimo walked him down. So if you think that him being maxed out at 135, somehow he can go up and fight Superel Matias.
No, Matias would kill him. Matias would kill him.
And these lads that are coming down from being 165 and 168 pounds, and then Tank going up to 147, fighting lads that are coming down from being 178 and 180 pounds. Do you know what Errol Spence Jr. walks around that?
200. He almost 2 bills.
You know, a fight up there at 147. Y'all are tripping.
Oh, and here we are.
Hang on, sir. I would only say, I would say,
we're gonna revisit this in 2 years. By the way, we're gonna revisit this in 2 years.
Jay, I gotta go. I love you. I gotta go.
Love you too, AJ.
Peace, fellas.
Take care of you, man.
Go ahead, guys.
I'm just saying. I could see the argument for select, cherry-picked. I'm going to use that word, cherry-picked individuals. Okay? Steve Spark, I'm telling you, even if you think, at least it's a competitive fight. That's a competitive fight. You really? You think you
doesn't believe it at all. Look, that's the problem.
You're not even having it.
He has the need to be right now. Kevin Samuels, play the Kevin Samuels video. Play the Kevin Samuels video.
Here, this is boxing. It's not the need to be right. I only deal with facts and
statistics.
And you guys are just tripping right now.
Facts matter. See, if we're going to have a conversation, we have to agree that there's some things that are just true. Facts and data matter.
And I've given you that basically he's already been beaten in 2 weight categories, which are the weight categories that he campaigned in. And now you're trying to say that he could go up.
I don't care about Lomachenko. Lomachenko already lost twice.
5'5", Lomachenko.
I don't care about Lomachenko. You said Lomachenko. I said Tank. You said Loma. I said Tank.
Hang on. To be fair, Tank at 147 is even crazier than Lomachenko at 145.
How? He's walking around at 165. You're gonna have to reach
even harder.
Whoa.
Okay, I'm pulling up the top 10 welterweights. Here we go.
Oh God! Come on, bro.
Why not? Why not?
He's thinking. Pull up the top 10 welterweights. This is coming from.
I'm doing it right now, LadyChann. I want to know. Yeah, I want to know who you guys. Okay, we're gonna start right here.
From a guy that thought Clarissa Shields was an MMA fighter first and foremost.
No. That wasn't the main point. That wasn't the main point. You
said you saw her from MMA, Lou.
No. I saw her fighting MMA before I noticed she was already in boxing.
Okay, well then that's the
Bro,
same.
hang on. Does Tank even beat Rashidi Ellis?
But there's a
Does
reason
Tank?
why
Hang
she
on,
did
hang
that,
on.
though.
At 147, because we're going there now. Does
Mm-hmm.
Tank even beat 11th ranked, according to BoxRec, Rashidi Ellis? I'm not. No, I think Rashidi Ellis gives him a boxing lesson.
Oh my God!
You don't even know who Rashidi
I
Ellis
mean,
is.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
I know
Once
who he
Tank
is.
hits
I know
you,
who
once
he
Tank
is.
hits you, it doesn't matter.
Lou's going, oh my God, he doesn't
It
even know.
doesn't matter. It doesn't
Who is
matter. When Tank
Rashidi
hits
Ellis?
you, it doesn't
Who is
matter.
Rashidi Ellis, Lou?
I have
Who
no idea. He doesn't matter to me. He doesn't matter to
Lady
me.
Chan, Lady Chan, I got a better one. Number 7. Number 7.
I don't know him. I just say I don't know him. But if you don't have extensive,
I don't know. It doesn't matter to me.
Then you can't be in the
Oh
conversation.
my goodness! Yeah, you can't be. Yeah, you can't.
Okay.
If you don't know, then
Okay.
you know.
We will
you just
revisit
admit
this.
you don't know.
We will revisit this in 2
Oh
years.
my God, you don't
We
even
will
know who
revisit this in 2 years
Oh
when
my
he's
God,
fat
then
and
you-
moving up
Oh my
in
God,
weight.
you thought Clarissa
Okay.
Shields was an
Okay.
MMA
Okay.
fighter.
Okay.
You thought
Okay.
Clarissa Shields was an MMA fighter.
No,
Stop.
she
You're
was.
shit.
She was
Okay.
in
Oh,
MMA.
this is
She was
okay. I
in
didn't know
MMA.
that's what we're
Hold
dealing
on.
with.
Hold on.
No,
Lady
but that's
Chan.
where you
Lady
start
Chan.
first.
Lady
ahead,
Chan.
no,
She
no,
was an MMA fighter.
She's not an MMA fighter. She is. How many times undisputed is she?
No. If you're in MMA, you're an MMA fighter.
You knew her from MMA.
No.
solely.
I
You only
knew
from
her.
MMA.
Listen,
You said you
Lady
noticed
Chen,
her
you're not listening.
from
Lady
MMA.
Chen, are you gonna listen?
you
Can I
have
talk?
that.
Are you gonna listen or not?
No. How many times undisputed is she? It's Clarissa Shields.
She's not undisputed. But listen, can I
Lou-
talk or not? Because you want to be right.
Bro, you okay, thank you.
Lou, guess why? You failed with that one. I'm bringing you back on. You need to calm down. Lou, you know why? I just dropped you.
Timeout. You give me a timeout. You do a little timeout, yeah.
Lady Chen, you want to be right and I want to make my argument.
No,
if you're not
no,
going to allow me to make my argument, I
no,
can
we're
leave.
talking
That's not a
facts,
problem. Okay, all right. I'm out.
Clarissa Shields isn't undisputed.
Okay, he bailed on his own. I'm sorry. Lady Chan, I hope I didn't cause all this.
He feels embarrassed. That's what happens when you men feel embarrassed. They leave.
Dude,
you know better than that. He just said Clarissa Shields is undisputed.
Bro.
And he said that he knew Clarissa Shields as an MMA fighter before.
Well, that'd be okay. That's fair enough. If he says, "Hey, I'm new to this," right? And then that's where I got in. That would have been fine. My man's acting like he knows. You know what I mean, bruh? Come on now. Come on now. Now I was looking at. I got a name. You know this name, Lady Chan, David Avanesian. I'm not convinced Tank could even beat David. That's a tough fight.
No, I don't think
so. I mean, Tank always has a puncher's chance, right? And that's
what I'm saying. That's why I said. That's why I wasn't 100%. I said that's a tough fight, though.
David Avanese is a tough fight, but maybe they're for both. I don't know. Maybe
that would be. See what I mean by cherry pick? If you cherry pick, you can find little names here and there. But for the most part, we're looking at guys like even a guy like Cody Crowley. Look, I'm not telling you he's going to be any kind of Hall of Fame welterweight. Wrong style, wrong build, wrong everything for Tank.
Trying to get him
everything.
Shouts out! Carson trains him. Same trainer as Pulev.
You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. Okay.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. He just got an amazing. He just got a phenomenal.
And if you get into the top three, dude, Tank is not touching Ennis, Ortiz, or Crawford. He's getting knocked out.
Lou thinks because you knock people out that Tank could fight at fucking heavyweight then. No, Lou, he can't.
No.
Lou doesn't beat
Lou. Calm down,
Lou. And that's the thing. I thought Lou knew who he was talking about, and he was going, "Oh God." I was like, "All right, so who is Rashidi Ellis?" I don't know. So how can you be in the conversation when I know more about boxing and this is I run a boxing channel and you're casual, Lou? No disrespect, Lou, but you're a casual. Just say you're a casual. You don't know the stats, facts, and data of boxing. You don't know the boxers. You didn't even know who John Ryder was. We know who John Ryder is.
And it's not like, you don't have to know these things to hang. Just be honest.
Just be honest and learn.
Jesus.
Yeah. So, they run
exactly.
they feel, and they want to use that need to be right Kevin Samuels stuff. Shut up. I love Kevin Samuels, but this isn't Fatty's channel where we're talking about facts and data and you don't know them. This is not your realm. You like casual boxing, fair enough. Give up, fam. Yeah, give up, bro.
Hey, no, I'll even let me throw another bone out there on that front, LadyChann. My old man, right? My old man, who I love dearly, thank God he's still with us. He's casual as fuck. He's casual as fuck.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It is what it is.
With an attorney about law. That's their expertise. I don't know nothing about law like that. So I wouldn't question.
You might have thoughts or opinions, but you're going to defer and you're going to be like, okay, I don't know what that means. And,
If Lou goes and tells people that Tank can fight at welterweight and have a good old run, he's tweaking. Let me do the super chat. Lou, and then and Doc's pulling up the fighters, and you don't know who the fighters are. So it's not about my need to be right. It's that I am right. That you didn't know the fighters.
We're trying to go through the names. Yeah, we're trying to go through the names and find guys that are
in a conversation. How can you be in a conversation going, oh no? When you mentioned Rashidi Ellis, he went, oh no. When I said he doesn't beat Rashidi Ellis, and he went, oh no. So I was assuming that he knew who Rashidi Ellis was. He doesn't know who Rashidi Ellis is. So therefore, you made the Clarissa Shields statement, and then you said she's not undisputed. Then she's 3 times undisputed. She's undisputed twice at 160. And it was 154 and once at 160.
Yeah, two weights.
She's 3 times undisputed, 2-time golden Olympian. Stop, Lou. And then she's undefeated. Lou, you can't test my knowledge on boxing here. Let me do the super chat. Shouts out to AA for dropping that $2 on your girl. Oh God. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not even. I got one for you. We're below top 10. I'm looking at some of these names. Jamal James. That's a big welterweight. I don't know that Tank can beat Jamal James.
Jamal James. I don't know who that is. Jamal James.
Oh, okay. Blair Cobbs. You know who Blair Cobbs is.
What number in the rankings is he? He's what?
16.
Okay.
16.
So Jamal James.
Yep. And then a little above him at 13 is Jamal James was a fringe contender for a while. He is 28-2. So, and then like Blair Cobbs, now he maybe he could beat Blair Cobbs, but I think he might have a tough time with him.
I know. Yeah, I know.
The guy that thinks he's Ric Flair.
You're not going to beat. No, I just pulled him up.
But Rashidi's the one. Rashidi's the one where like, bro, that's the wrong style, wrong weight class, wrong everything.
Yeah, Jamal James. Yeah, I know who that is. I know this guy's he's got levers on him.
Yeah, Jamal James is huge. Yeah. He's huge, bro.
Come on, Tank. I mean, Lou, man. Lou, your assignment is just go and look in Box Rec at 147 division. Go and look at all the fighters that are like top 20 at least.
Okay. Now here's one, LadyChann. You're going to be more familiar with this guy than me, but I'm just looking at the height and everything, right, and the reach, and I'm thinking Chris Congo.
I'm not really high on Chris Congo, but
hang on, though, 6 foot.
He's a big lad. Yeah, I mein he got washed by McKinson. He just got beat. He's coming off 2 back-to-back losses. He's
14-2 is what I see here.
Yeah. But Tank doesn't beat him either.
Or unless he catches him with something stupid, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Congo's going to box him. Yeah.
Chris Congo's a big strapping African lad as well. I don't know if Tank
and a good boxer. And I've seen him fight. With beats. He's a good boxer.
He's 6 foot.
Yeah. He's got the Tommy Hearns dimensions. He's got the range. I'm not saying he hits like him, but he's got that reach. You know what I mean? Right. He's a lanky fellow. Oh, and the guy right below him. Check this one out, LadyChann. The guy right below him. I just noticed this. Kavalauskas. Do we think Tank can beat Kavalauskas?
Egas Kavalaskas, no, you don't beat Mean Machine.
Mean Machine taking you out, Tank.
Yeah. You don't. Maybe. Well, do you know what? He may. Do you know why? Because Kavalaskas
okay, we'd watch. Let's be honest. We'd all watch. We'd watch.
He's not a big guy. He's not a big guy. He's not that big for the weight. But ain't he a bit long in the tooth now? Getting a bit up there.
I'm gonna pull up this. Oh, let's go to like you said, facts and stats. I'm gonna pull it up. Let's pull it up. Egas Kavalauskas, number 20. Let's pull it up. Okay.
He wasn't one of the biggest.
Egas Kavalauskas.
Well, when
I maybe it was because it was you know what made me think he was bigger than he is the fight with Bud. No, but the fight with Bud because Bud's coming up from lightweight.
Bud was coming from super light. No, I mean they thought.
My man. Okay, here's the layout on my man. My man is 5. Yeah, he's 5'9". He's got a good reach though, 71 inches, and he's 34. 34.
Yeah, he's a good boxer. Kavalaskas is Mean Machine's a really good boxer. Don't get it twisted. I would.
I'm not gonna lie. I would watch Tank versus Kavalauskas. I'd watch that.
We'll put Tank for a chance of maybe winning that.
But that's number 20. See, that's the point. We're talking number 20.
Yeah,
and we're talking about and what are we saying? We're saying at number 20, maybe Tank can win that fight.
Maybe still. Yeah. No, loser baby. Bye.
Haplo! I haven't seen Haplo in a coon's age.
El primero.
I hope Haplo's doing good.
Gredax. Hey, you said just be honest. Gredax, what's up?
Hello. Not much.
Yeah, what would you say?
I think on this, I believe in like the style. If someone, for instance, who is bigger, they should always have the huge advantage over Tank going up, of course. But if someone like Ryan Garcia, who is like 5'9", and let's say he's at 140, and he walks forward with his chin up in the air, I think he goes out even at 140. Do you know what I mean? Like, it depends. If you're going to be dopey and not use your attributes, then yeah, you can get knocked out.
I don't know if he would have got.
That's what I meant by if you cherry pick.
No, I mean, you have
possibly.
And I don't know if Ryan would be knocked out at 140 because not saying that he definitely wouldn't, but that's if Tank believed that he would have. There wouldn't have been the no rehydration clause over a £10 limit. You would have let Ryan rehydrate to whatever he wanted to rehydrate to. And the fact that shows me.
I got a question about that Tank fight. I got a question for you about the Tank fight. This was my takeaway from the Tank Ryan Garcia fight was when the biggest difference between Tank and Ryan Garcia was not I'll use the term natural gifts. It was the big difference was the refinement of those gifts. Tank was way like leagues more refined in, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
with his skill set.
His skill set's better. His ring IQ's better.
And he's honed it. He's honed it. You know what I mean? He's sharpened. He's sharp. He's polished. He's polished that katana. You get me down to the razor's edge. Ryan, Ryan has talent. Ryan has talent, but he has not sat and spent the time polishing that katana. You know, you get what I mean?
Yeah, and also he was weight drained. Let's just call it.
Oh, okay. I was trying to. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But he agreed. Here's my thing. He agreed to it though. LadyChann is why I kind of.
Well, of course, he agreed to it.
I don't want to overlook it, but he agreed to it. You know what I mean?
Like, let's be honest. Tank wouldn't have made the fight.
No, he didn't. No, he had no. Don't give me that no choice stuff. I have a big problem with anybody in life telling me no. He could have walked away, all right?
So then there would be no fight then, would there? What are you talking about?
And no, he could have walked away and kept developing himself the right way. He could have walked away and developed himself the right way and sacrificed in the short term. He could have
What are you talking about? You sound delusional, sir.
No, I'm delusional how?
Because you're saying if Ryan Garcia just didn't,
he could have. I'm saying he could have foregone the Tank fight and developed himself with 2-3 more fights ideally.
But this is why we're all complaining that we don't get to see the fights when the fighters are in their prime. At least Ryan Garcia went to do it, but and I have him props for doing it. And if Tank thought he could beat him without draining him, he wouldn't have put the rehydration clause on him. Surely, sir, you would know that shows that there's some kind of not 100% confidence in that you would have beaten him.
Tank said out of his own mouth.
And if Ryan Garcia said, listen, we're not doing 136, we're going to fight at 140, Tank would have said, no, we're not doing the fight.
And I'm saying if Ryan, and more importantly, if the people around Ryan were really, really, really invested in his long-term success, they would have said, hold on, cowboy, right? Either you take a couple fights before you fight Tank, or we set this thing aside. Because you're not ready. You get me?
He's already had a couple of fights before Tank. He's been calling Tank out for 3 years.
He was demonstrably not ready, and I knew before the fight he wasn't ready. Stop it.
He's never going to be ready. He's not good enough. What are you talking
about? Okay, now hang on. Now that's a separate. Okay, fine. I'm saying okay. Let me rephrase. His preparation, his development was nowhere near optimal. His development. That's why I go back to the refinement of the talent, right? You have got raw skill, right? But you have to hone it down. Tank is honed down and refined. Ryan Garcia is not.
Yeah, but you have to put on no rehydration clauses. So I can't respect.
There's that too. They're on top of that. I'm saying that there's both of them. Both are true. I'm not saying you're wrong, LadyChann. I'm just saying both are true.
I can't respect it. I can't.
Ryan can barely make the weight as it is. You want him to wait 2 more fights and then do it. There's not a chance. He's not.
LadyChann. I'm going with what LadyChann said about he should have put his foot down number 1 and said 140 or go fuck yourself. All right, and Tank would have said, and hang on, Tank would have said, okay, I'm going to go do other things. Yeah, that would have been best. Hang on, that would have been best for Ryan because that means Ryan's going to take 2-3 fights, right, to develop further and refine, like I said, and refine that raw ability. He's not refined. Tank is that. I'm not saying it's the only difference between them, but it was the one that was the biggest and the one that jumped out at me the most. Okay, one guy they both have raw ability. One guy's refined. Ryan was not. And that's why he got knocked the fuck out.
The fight would not happen if he had to take 2 more fights.
But that's fine. If I'm in Tank's camp, that's fine. He was not ready for that fight. In other words, is what in blunt terms.
Yeah,
he wasn't ready for Tank. He wasn't ready for Tank.
Listen, Ryan needed something to boost his career up, and the Tank fight did that. Even with the loss, he is far more marketable now than he was before. Everyone knows.
Have you seen what Julio Cesar Chavez has said about him?
Julio Cesar Chavez, I don't know, but he's a legend. It doesn't matter what he says about it. He's not.
I never want to see him again. I don't want to look at him. He disgusts.
Yeah, how many tickets do you think he buys? He doesn't buy more than 1 ticket. So what does it matter?
You think I'm using him as an example. Do you think he's the only person in that fan base that feels that way?
I mean, a lot of Ryan fans aren't.
The Tank fight was a mistake, bro. Mistake.
No, it wasn't. It was something for boxing. You guys moan when we don't get the fights, and then you get 2 fighters that do the fighters, and everyone's going, "You're saying it's a mistake."
No, not a mistake. Okay, let me clarify. No. Not a mistake for the fans. Not a mistake for the fans. Not a mistake for the fans. I'm just saying. I'm saying it was a mistake by Ryan.
Wasn't.
Why?
It was.
It wasn't. Okay. No, okay. I'll hear it out.
So when you lose a fight, that means that fighter made a mistake by taking a fight.
So I respect Ryan more after this for taking the fight with the ridiculous hydration clauses and bullshit.
Yeah, I have less respect for Tank for putting all those clauses on, and I have more respect for Ryan, who I didn't have that much. It's gone the other way around for me.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I hear what you're saying. I guess I was looking at it from a strictly competitive, like, you know what I mean? Like, what are our odds of winning here? That kind of a thing.
Got to see who's the best out of the lads. So if they're not going to be daring, like, this is where the sport of boxing's gone into a severe deficit because
especially over here. Let's be honest, lady.
If you're saying like, oh, you know, if you're saying like, oh, it was a mistake for him to take the fight, so how do we know who's good and who's best in the division? Is it a mistake?
No. I should have been more specific. Not a mistake for us as fans. Not a mistake for us as fans. I'm just saying. Fight. I'm saying if I was in Ryan's, you know what I mean, camp or training, I would have been like, bro, you're not ready.
Yeah, but
because he was not ready. He was not ready. I'm not saying he'll ever be ready. I'm just saying he was not. You know, he did not maximize his gifts. Who do we got a new person here?
Hang on, let me do the super chat first. Shouts out to AJ all day for dropping that $250 on your girl. Thank you, AJ all day. You're in the rotation. You're gonna watch playback and see Lou rage quit.
Oh, we got Georgia in the house. Georgia Bulldogs. I like it.
What's up, AA all day? In the rotation.
Go dogs, go dogs. Yeah, look, first off, I'm new to this too. Even I know Clarissa Shields undisputed.
You do?
Yeah, oh yeah. Even Clarissa Shields, yeah. But look, the Tank and the Ryan Garcia situation real quick. Ryan Garcia signed up for it, which is true. He signed up for it. I think Tank would have beat him either way. But but yeah, like y'all, it's funny. Y'all had me laughing, man. Y'all had me laughing, going back and forth.
Do you think Tank could fight at 147 and be effective?
He could, but he won't. And I don't think 147 too big. And I'm 5'8", and I was listening, catching on what y'all was saying. I would keep him. He barely what last time he fought somebody that was Cambosos, right?
Tank hasn't fought Cambosos.
No, he fought. Who did he fight at 140? He did fight.
Who he fight at 140?
Barrios.
Barrios, that's him. Yeah,
Barrios. That's the one.
He's a big lad, though. Yeah,
right.
But he was drained, and that's why he said that's why he moved up to 147 straight after that fight.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I don't think why Tank. If he good, see the casual tip. See, I'm around some Tank fans. And this is what they tell me. See, they don't look at all that. They look at see what he did to him, but they don't know he used that rehydration clause. And these fighters, like I said before, Shan, a couple of weeks ago when I was on your live, Shakur and Haney would never sign up for that. Ain't no way where we're gonna fight. You're gonna fight me straight up. If you good,
Bob wouldn't let him. Bob, I'm not saying it's good, bad, or indifferent. Bob wouldn't let them fall into that kind of a situation.
And
right.
That's why I respect Ryan, because he took that bullshit clause and he made the fight.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And that's why what I meant when I said it wasn't wrong for the fans. I was kind of maybe over compartmentalizing it and looking at it from if I was like, say, Joe Goosen. Okay, I would have been telling Tank. I would have pulled him back and said, no. If he don't do 140, we're going somewhere else for right now, even if it's less money, because you're not ready. But you see, that's that kind of maybe Ryan can't handle that kind of tough love, and maybe that's why he went to Goosen and got away from Canoli's trainer. What's my man's name? Renoso.
Canelo, not Canoli.
Yeah.
Canelo.
I sorry. I have it, Lady Chan.
But look, let me ask you a question. Hey, I got a question.
He just fired Joe Goosen as well, by the way.
He did. Let me ask you a question. The guy with this time. Let me ask you a question real quick. Let me ask you a quick question. If Ryan don't take that fight, because the casuals, that's what they'll tell you that Ryan duck Tank. That's what they'll say. If Ryan don't decide that decision, they'll say he's ducking.
That's what they would say.
Okay, so you're saying. I just want to make sure I got you right. You're saying he was kind of in a rock and a hard place situation where regardless of if he was ready or not, he kind of had he painted himself into a corner socially, didn't he? With social media.
Lomachenko, he said he'd never even inquired to fight.
No, Lady Chan, it's worse than that. No, hang on, Lady Chan. I know because I know the Lomachenko Tank thing. I remember I watched this happen in real time, Lady Chan. I was on me and Beats and Chris Caban were watching Tank fight Jose Pedraza, right? For his first title fight. And I gotta be honest, I was fairly impressed, right? Because Pedraza at the time was a good operator, right? It was a good win. We're all like, okay, cool. And And here comes Jim Gray, right, with the microphone to ask Tank questions, and he barely gets Lomachenko's name out of his mouth. Tank doesn't get to say anything, and who comes swooping in? The helicopter parent, Floyd Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
We're not worried about no Lomachenko. Come on, I'm not the only one that remembers this. We're not worried about Lomachenko. We're doing our own thing.
No one's saying otherwise. We all know Tank ducking Loma. He's still ducking him anyway.
No, but I'm saying I'm not saying he is or isn't. I'm saying he didn't even get a chance to duck him because Floyd
knows what
for him.
Tank's it is. Your team know who you can beat and who you can't. So that's why Floyd was like, forget Loma. Loma's going to do that work.
But it's still it was still wrong of him. It was still wrong of him to jump in and not even give Tank his own say. I thought. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm being idealistic.
Why? That was Tank's daddy.
Stop it now. Stop it now.
Why are you making out like it's any other way? Mayweather being his daddy is
okay, I did say helicopter parent, didn't I? He did kind of, but he did. He kind of came swooping in.
Jumping off. Why'd you keep? It keeps coming off.
First off, Shan. First off, I had to get my phone settled in. You know how it is. I had to get my phone right. Don't start over here. Come on now.
You keep dropping off. You keep pressing it off.
Nah, cause look, my phone, man. I got that that Samsung Fold. So I had to fold it. I had to set it up. Don't start over here.
No, back. Stop keep dropping off it because it's just distracting me.
I know, but I'm sorry, Shan. Man, Shan had to get my phone right.
I've just put you on 3 different times. I'm trying to.
Lord have mercy. I'm up here. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Go ahead. What up, Candice? Yeah. Where else shall we go with this conversation about certain fighters that could just jump up different weight classes?
Anywhere and everywhere.
Even if their body doesn't support this.
You know who a classic example is? Now I know it's cliche, but just because you brought it up. A classic example of this would be James Toney. My man lights out. Started at 160. Dude, went all the way up. He didn't just go up to heavyweight. And he didn't just fight Evander Holyfield. He beat the shit out of Evander Holyfield. I don't care how old Evander was because I know what Evander did afterwards. You follow me? That's a throwback fighter. You know what I mean? James Toney. That's a throwback moving up in weight.
But people have the structure to be able to grow into weight categories. Like, doesn't mean there's some fighters that they're going to, like Hagler, you're going to stay at 160. You're going to be a middleweight your whole career. That's where you.
Well, you know why? You know why though, Chan? His only option moving up wise was going all the way to 175. And Michael Spinks.
They didn't have super middleweight then. No, I know.
And Spinks, Michael Spinks. You know what I mean? No.
Yeah, but I mean, he didn't. It's not like he said, "Oh, let me be 154." I'm sure he could have made 154, did stuff at 154, and then be at.
No, the 154 guys came to him though because he was the money. He was the money. Like Mugabe was 154. He was wiping guys out at 154 and then moved up.
Fighters go where their weight can support them to go. You just don't.
Oh yeah.
Go to a weight just because you've got power, or you don't go to a weight like. There's weight. I just keep telling people there's just weight categories for a reason, and not just because you're a great fighter in 2 divisions doesn't mean you're a great fighter 3 divisions up. You're just not. That's just like saying Bud Crawford. He just demolishes everyone at 154. No, he doesn't.
Oh, LadyChann, let me. I want to back you on this. I love me some Bud Crawford. I have been telling everybody that brings this up, bro, because they keep talking about him and Jermell. No. I love Bud. Yeah. This is Iran Barkley, Tommy Hearns waiting happening, and I've seen this before. You get old, and sometimes you're just being old. Sometimes though, you've seen it before. Okay. I've seen a guy with that lanky build, with that same skill set, all right, that Terrence Crawford has, moving up, fighting some brute, okay, like fucking Iran Barkley. He's getting knocked out, LadyChann. But Jermell knocks him out. I'm sorry. And I love Terrence. I think Terrence is a Hall of Famer. I think Terrence is an all-time great talent.
Yeah,
okay, but he ain't beating Jermell. I don't think he.
My favorite fighter. So I like if like you got to keep it a buck. Like people just coming on there to saying because they like Lomachenko that it has to be Lomachenko's the second coming of Jesus Christ. It's not. It doesn't go like that, love. He's barely.
No, okay, now hang on. Haplo, a guy I have a lot of respect for. Haplo disagrees.
I don't like Lomachenko, does he?
No. Haplo thinks Bud can beat Jermell. We're talking about Jermell and Bud.
Dude.
I would be very interested. I'm interested to hear him elaborate on that. I'm not trying to. Yeah. No. Like I said, look, man. I'm not one of those guilt by association people. I've never had a problem with Haplo, and I've always respected his knowledge.
Haplo's my guy. Haplo's my guy.
If he says Bud has a chance, I'm very curious. I'm very interested.
I'd like to hear why. Haplo, how? Tell us.
Yeah. Jump on Haplo if you could.
Yeah. El primero. Vamos. Because I don't know. I'd have to favor Jamel Charlo in that one.
I just think, don't you think? I feel like 154 is a bridge too far. It's a bridge too far for
He's only just grown into 140. Bud is small. 147. He took a while to grow into 147. He's not even a do you know what I mean? Naturally, he's now just at the age of 35 being.
That's the other thing. Yeah, 30. He's 35. And go back. You know what? I don't know this LadyChann, but I bet if we go back and look at Hearns' age when he fought Barkley, I bet it's close to 35. I bet it's close to. I'm telling you, I've seen it. I've seen it before, bro. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I've seen this before.
Yeah, come on, Hap, because I really listen. Click the link on the description. I mean, on the pinned. It's pinned. Come on. Now I just want to hear. I'm just curious.
I mean, I'm not really that hot on Bud. I know.
No, but hang on. No, but Haplo. No, listen. Haplo's knowledge goes back to bare knuckle. Haplo's. He's got deep knowledge on this, so that's what I'm dead serious. When I say I'm dead, I want to hear. I'm curious.
Does Bud beat Jamel?
I'm over here. I tell you what. It ain't gonna be no walk in the park. I'm gonna put it that way. Jamel, he'll win, but ain't gonna be no walk in the park. It ain't gonna be one of those,
Who would win?
Bud will hit him with some shit. My man.
Jamel will win. Jamel will win, but
Jamel will win. Yeah. But Bud will hit him with some shit.
But it ain't gonna be no walk in the park. I tell you that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Bud will hit him with some shit because he's fast. Yeah. Bud's fast. He'll hit him with some shit. But Jermell will do what he did against Tony Harrison. He'll shell up, walk him down. He's gonna catch him eventually. He's too big.
I would love to see it. Hey, I would love to see it, man. Well, like I said, I always tell myself, man, we won't know until they get in the ring.
Look, man. Again, that's another example of. I'm not gonna pretend like I wouldn't watch it. I'm just telling you my opinion, right?
Oh yeah, always. I definitely agree. Yeah, we always got an opinion.
Here we go. Haplo, how are you doing, sir?
Haplo in the booty.
Ya llegó el primero.
Ya tú sabes, en el edificio. Come on, tell us.
I think Jermell is an easier fight for Bud than Spence is.
Ooh. Hot break. Break down, Haplo,
come on, I don't know.
I'm not.
I think Spence's pressure style is, could possibly give Bud a few problems, especially early in the fight. Whereas I think Jermell is tailor-made for Bud. And, Mr. Doc, I'm surprised at you because Duran beat Duran Barkley. You also know that Sugar Ray Robinson went all the way from 135 up to middleweight and beat Hall of Famers.
I brought up James.
You also know that Sugar Ray Leonard went up to 168 and 175. You
Well,
know
hang
these
on,
guys.
now, hang on, Cowboy. We
I said
can't talk. No, hang on.
168.
We can't. No, Donnie. We can't speed bump the Donnie Lalonde shenanigans. Okay, there was a little.
No, I
bit
said
of shenanigans
168,
there.
175. That was for both titles.
Yeah. Come on, man. You my man fought for two
you were
belts
just talking about
at 168.
you were just talking about how Ryan agreed to some shit. Lalonde was sure he could beat fucking Leonard.
Okay. Oh, you got me. You got me, Haplo.
That's a
You
body
got me,
bag.
Haplo.
That's a body bag.
You got me.
Lalonde agreed to everything Leonard wanted, bro. And that's his fault. That's on him.
He never complained about it. So you know what? I concede that point. Fair enough.
I think there are just some guys with skill that are outliers that are able to move up. If you look at a guy like Young Stribling, who went from feather to heavyweight and beat Hall of Famers at heavyweight, and other guys like that. That's not the rule. That's the exception to the rule. But I think Bud has that.
I love me some Sam Langford.
Yeah, Sam Langford too. But he didn't start at feather. I think he started at lightweight. So I could be wrong about that. But yeah, man, I think some guys are just outliers when it comes to having that level of skill that Bud has. And I think Jermell is overrated. If Castaño's giving him problems, if Harrison is giving him problems, then Bud certainly has a very good chance of beating him. And I'd even hazard he could win by knockout.
I mean, Bud
now, okay. Let me ask you this. I'm setting myself up here, Haplo, right? Because you brought up a lot of good points, and I wasn't fucking, you know me.
You weren't ready for that. You've been gone too long.
LadyChann, what did I say about Haplo's knowledge?
You've been on hiatus for too long, Mr. Dog.
Fair enough. No, but I'm saying, you know me. You know that I respect your knowledge. Right?
Of course.
I'm not
likewise.
Be a dick.
Likewise.
Right. Okay. So hear me out. I'm just thinking, right? I used the Tommy Hearns, Iran Barkley, parallel, right? Tommy Hearns, lanky, rangy, very skilled, multi-weight, talented guy. It's not exact. It's not 100%, but we're, generalizing here. I think Jermell's way more skilled technically than Iran Barkley was, right? Crawford is moving up from a lower weight than Thomas Hearns was, who started out at 147 and killing himself on same-day weigh-ins to make the weight, right? And again, this isn't meant to say you're wrong. I'm just presenting these as points that I'd like to hear your response to, because I know you probably have an intelligent response to them. Haplo.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
well, Hearns also beat Virgil Hill. Just because he lost to sloppy ass Iran Barkley, anyone can lose to a sloppy fighter. It's like hard to fight a guy who is so unorthodox sometimes. When you're used to fighting really high skill level guys, you can get caught up. Look what happened to Ali with Spinks. So so yeah, man, I just, for me, I think that's an easier fight based on styles. Yes, Jermell would have a size advantage, but look, Ray Leonard started at 135. He almost went to 175 and beat the champion there. If it wasn't for the heat stroke, he would have had that title too. And you're talking about guys like Henry.
He bounced himself out of the ring. Yeah.
Henry Armstrong jumped up from feather to welterweight and got a title, and then dropped back down and got the lightweight title. So there are guys I think skill wise, Crawford is on another level from pretty much everyone in the sport.
Okay. Is part of my error, Haplo, in overlooking the fact that Jermell, to the point I think you were trying to make, is more textbook. He's very technical and good, but he doesn't have that unorthodoxness that an Iran Barkley had. Is that part of the picture that you're painting here? I don't
Well,
want to
no, I mean, I'm not trying to use that. The only reason I brought up Iran Barkley is because you did. But I wouldn't compare.
I know.
I wouldn't compare. I wouldn't compare. I wouldn't compare Iran
Jamel's
Barkley
more
to
skilled than
Jermel.
Iran.
Yeah, but
To me, Jamel's more skilled.
Jermel is good at everything and not great at anything, in my opinion. He's good. He can move.
Yes.
He's not super fast. He's got good speed. He doesn't have great power, but he has good power. Whereas I think Crawford is an outlier. But I don't want to take over the panel. Go ahead, Chan.
So, I mean, one thing I'd ask about your opinion of Crawford being able to move up. When was the last time we saw Crawford beat and fight an active champion?
Well, there aren't any champions for him to beat. It was Jeff Horn because there are no other champions would fight him.
Right. Sure, make the excuse. It's been 5 years.
That's not an excuse.
Oh, Greedox, come on now. No, it's not. We can't. Let's not be inflammatory. Let's not be inflammatory.
Greedox,
you have 5 years.
Greedox. I don't know you, but just tread lightly, my friend.
Why? What are you going to do to me?
I'm going to embarrass you.
Basically what he's saying is we can't say that because there's nobody trying to fight Bud. Nobody's fighting him. So you know what I mean? Nobody's fighting him.
I don't care about that. All I know is it's been 5 years since he fought.
He beat former champions.
Sure,
he beat Porter.
Yes,
who was a former champion, two-time champion.
Okay, look, hang on, Greedox.
He also beat a bunch of undefeated guys, and he also got a title in his first fight at welterweight, and has 100% KO ratio.
All KOs,
and has as many defenses as Spence in a shorter period of time.
No, but that's not my point. But Greedox, my question is this. Who is it, right? That Crawford should have been fighting, right? Number one, and then number two, do you think they'd actually? Do you really think any of them at 147? Do you really think any of these guys beat him? Who besides maybe Spence?
So the champions in the last 5 years, he could have fought any of them. Let's say what's it called? Keith won.
Well, okay, he got Horn, but no, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying we got Horn. That's WBO. Who else did I go? Let's go down the line.
BBC had blocked him. He couldn't have fought no Keith Thurman, none of these. He couldn't fight.
Let's say everyone ducked him.
Do you really think?
BBC took him off their rankings as a champion. They weren't even. They weren't even putting his name up when they put all the champions up.
They weren't even allowed to fight.
Yeah, none of those guys would fight. They were under orders. They wouldn't fight him.
And I'm PB. And hey, I tried to be PB. I tried to be fucking.
Porter had to leave. Porter had to leave to get that fight.
That's right.
He retired right after, didn't he, Haplo? Now that you mention it,
he did.
That was. And hey, do you think I think he has fights left in him if he really wanted them, don't you?
I don't think he can make that weight. I don't think he can make that weight anymore. He would have had to move up. And then coming off a loss.
He started. It's funny you say that. He did start at 154 and he kind of struggled. Remember, I think
he was at 168 in the amateurs.
No, it's 154, just like Thurman. But he had a draw with this guy, and then he rematched.
I'm pretty sure Porter was at like 168 in the amateurs.
Amies. I'm sorry, I was talking about when he turned pro. When he first turned pro, Porter fought. At
154. Then he dropped down. Yeah,
exactly, and so did Thurman. That seems to be a common theme. I'm not saying what it means. All right, I don't know, but it seems to be a common theme with that group of fighters. They actually would, like Thurman, Porter, and there's at least one or two others in that group. They started at 154 or 160, and then they dropped down for the majority of their careers. But I digress. I'm carrying on. I'm just
trying to hear what Haplo was saying about the Jamel. I still would probably go for Jamel to beat Bud. Wouldn't be easy, but Gredax doesn't know. Yeah, Gredax, your thought process on Bud, nah. Got to know the history.
We have to agree. All I'm saying is it's been 5 years. I'm not going to gas someone up whose last champion victory was 5 years ago. That's all. I need to see him.
But Porter was his last fight. and that was an ex-champion.
Okay, great. It wasn't a
And,
champion.
hang on. And Porter a lot of people felt like Porter should have got the decision against Spence. I'm not saying that's. I'm saying it was. You can't denigrate
I had it
him
a
as an
draw.
opponent.
I had it a draw.
Fair enough. Fair enough. It was that kind of a fight. The knockdown I felt like was the thing that threw it all into. You know what I mean?
Knockdown,
Into doubt.
The flash.
Yeah, if it weren't for the knockdown, it was all Porter, in my opinion. But the knockdown turned it all around. But I digress.
Porter made Spence fight his fight.
Yeah,
he did. And you know what? You know what the funny thing is? He did the same thing that I have been telling everybody that Crawford would do to Spence. He was beating him in the pivots with that football footwork. He was, you know what I mean? Kept turning him. Spence couldn't keep him pinned on the ropes. That kind of thing.
Yeah, couldn't keep. Look, Sean Porter's a strong lad. He's a big lad, like Apollo said. He fought.
Now we're going full circle, LadyChann. Sean Porter, even though that they're weight classes, not height classes. Sean Porter is a big lad. He's a big unit. You know what I mean? Even though he's like 5 foot, 8?
I'm with an average height.
Yo, Chan, I'm gonna jump out. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks, El Primer.
Hapo, it's good to hear from you. Yeah. I hope Hapo's doing well, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, he is. But I'm going to be closing up now because I want to go to bed because I'm tired. It's 1:26 a.m. Go ahead, AA.
Oh no, I'm listening to you guys. I'm listening to you guys.
Me too. I was listening.
You put up with enough of my nonsense, lady.
My man here funny, man. My man funny. He hilarious.
Yeah, Doc. Everyone can have their say. I was cool to kick back and just listen. I was just listening.
I let him listen.
Oh yeah, I was just just listen. Saludos a todos. Yeah. Y tú. Yeah. So yeah. No.
Mi español es muy pequeño. Yeah, a little. I understand a little bit. I also, LadyChann, you know what? I know a little bit what going on with the patois or what I mean. My ex-wife, me guan go, that means you're going to and you want to. Okay, yeah, I get it. I know a little bit.
Yeah, I got you.
What guan the Tilly Man thing? You mean? I know, I've been there.
You've been hanging around the beach channel too long, have you? Gredax and Apollo's made at each other. Look. The gloves are off. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, God, they're going at it in the comment section.
Yeah, the comment in the chat. Nice to meet you too. Yo, I'm going to be on calling the fights from tomorrow anyway, so I'll be on probably about 2 a.m. UK time. So
I appreciate you having me on, and I appreciate interacting with all of you as always.
Oh, you're always welcome.
All right.
Always welcome. When you see me on, you just jump on anytime. Always welcome.
Appreciate it. You all take care. All right. Peace.
Well, Mr. Doc has left the booth. The Mando, the Sagittario.
Yeah, it was good. It was good being on here. It was good. I missed the Canelo comment earlier, but I got him winning. I don't know what round yet, but I'm hearing that. This is my first time hearing about John.
Tell me a round. Just give me a round. If you've got a round.
If I got a round, it'll say 7. I'm gonna guess 7.
7.
Yeah.
All right, round 7, and we'll and after the fight happens, and if any of us get it spot on, I'll just clip it and we'll salute the person that got the right one, will it? Yeah. It's going to be interesting. I'll catch you up on our chat.
Oh yeah, always. I'm about to head off. I had fun. I really love the knowledge and I love to listen.
Love you.
Even Lou now, and then Lou, if I was you, Lou, just be like me, man. Just be up here, just listening, man. Clarissa, she is undisputed.
I love Lou. He rage quitted. Because he tried to use the same talking points as what we'd use on Fake. So I'm like, no, it's not about the signs and the needs to be the need to be right. It was that weight classes Raison.
Hey, this how I get off. This how I get off. Weight classes are for reasons. That's all you need to know.
That's it, isn't it, AA?
Yeah, that's it. I'm gone.
AA the Mando has left the building. Gredax, what up, Joe?
Hello. Thanks for having me on. Have a good evening.
Oh, you're always welcome. I'm on. If you coming to hang out tomorrow to watch the Canelo fight?
I might not stay up for it. It doesn't seem like it's worth it. If I wanted to watch like someone fold up garden chairs, I go to a garden center, wouldn't I? So
You're not on it. I know. A part of me, I know, it's like a part of me. I've got to wait it because I may even flail out and be like.
I'm also debating even watching the Haney Lomachenko fight because I've just caught up on the Loma versus Ortiz fight yesterday. Because I don't really watch bum fights and I didn't know him, so I was like, well, I don't care about it. I watched it yesterday and I scored it 6-6 and I was really unimpressed with Loma. So I feel like he's just going to get banged out by Haney. 12-0,
It'll be a good
2
fight
big reach.
As a part of your historical, of your boxing historical data to log it in. Just watch it.
I mean, I like Loma. He was my favorite boxer, but I feel he's.
I like Loma as well.
I think he doesn't win.
That's what I think. I'd have picked Haney to beat him Loma to beat Haney about 3 years ago.
Oh, absolutely. I think he wrecks him 3 years ago, but now
3 years ago.
From the last 2 fights I saw, unimpressed. He's done. He's too old.
Yeah, see, now I'm going to have to watch it for real, because AJ was like, no, he looked impressive against Ortiz. So.
No, he didn't. He lost 6 rounds. What did we watch?
Yeah, I'm going to score it. I'll score it, and then we'll catch up. If I don't see you on Saturday, I'll be back on for the weekly wrap-up show on Monday anyway, so just jump on. All right?
Okay. Thanks. Have a good evening. Bye.
Gredax. See you later.
Gredax is left the building.
I am so tired. You guys, thank you for joining me on this show. If you would like to be become a member, become a Channaholic. You get people rage quitting. If I was over at Fatty's channel and rage quitted, they would kill me. Lou, come on. Don't worry. Come back to school, Lou. We love you. Come back to school. What up, Del? Lou's going to kill me. He'd be like, Shan. No, Lou, just come back to school. It's not that deep. But, you got to know the stats, facts, and data. You do.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
Thank you for joining me. Lou was like this.
Please get the fuck out of here, man. It's my night.
It's Lou's night. Lou, you got me dying. Yeah, shouts out. Anyway, but like I said, I tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help me.
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Lou, boxing, in boxing, if you don't know it, but knowledge is what? Knowledge is key. Lou, come back home, Lou. Well, your second home. Shouts out to Team Fatty as well.
So if they want, not bad to see nothing because nothing not got one. Lock off your eyes, cock me, make you cock.
Them no like we wouldn't like them.
Them no like me, so me no like them. Man, I figure set this straight and clarify. Put fire upon a pagan, aim for the cranium. Turn off the news, there's a bag of lies. Roast raised man, banner informer, bun Babylon and every one of them dirty guys. And if they wanna go around the order, I guarantee somebody's dropping flight.
Estoy lista, siempre ya tú sabes.
Listos pe los chingazos! Listos pe los chingazos!
Anyway, what's that bitch? I'm that bitch. Always will be that little old bitch. Yeah, I'm the female Sringali. I got the job.
It's hype, you suck at life, you don't want a round 3. chicks couldn't wipe my. Anyway, now let's go get Bulgari. I am the ultimate Bengali. These chickens can't even spell that. You hoes fucking repel that.
Well, I want to thank you guys for joining me. So I may be going live tomorrow. See, you know me, I could be like, oh, fuck it, I'll just watch it, just like in my bed. But it depends. I may just go live. It is fight night. It is a big fight. You know, so yeah. Stop it, Shan. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I'm gone. Hey girl, it's LadyChann rep nonetheless. Come box with Shan. Hang on. CHANN. It's that hand, innit? LadyChann has left the building. Lou, come back. CHANN. LadyChann.
Fight.